Testing. Can you hear me?
Testing. 1, 2. Test 1, 2.
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yep. Good. How's Froggy doing? They're getting a little late setup down here.
Who?
Froggy.
Oh, yeah. They just came in. He goes, didn't plan to get here this late.
Froggy FM.
This is the same thing they had the other night.
What's that?
Try to get hold of them and see if figure out what's going on.
All right, we're ready for tip-off here. Having a little bit of technical difficulties. Mike's handling some of those engineering issues off the end, but we're tipping it up, and the ball's tipped to Christian Academy. We'll reset starters and everything here as we get a timeout. First, Christian Academy pushes it up ahead. Get doing with a 2-3 zone. Mia Beam fires, misses, too long. Sydney Rocky with a long rebound. Looks to swing it back over to Mia Beam, who drives hard. Wiggles in, misses again. Calhoun inside to pick it up, puts it back in. Cal up 2-0. We're 20 seconds in. Forgive me not knowing the names yet of Western Hill, but they come down, Cal on a half-court trap, 2-1-2. Western Hill brings it down the right side. Beats the pressure, kicks to the corner for three, and that one's good. Got the long ponytail, can't see the number there. That's number 0, Leanne Way. Wolverines up 3-2.
Okay, let me try to help out here. We're still trying to get on the air on Live Sportscaster. We are on YouTube, I believe, so good to have you with us. And Calhoun to the hoop for another 2.
Now Shelby really been strong against the 2-3 zone at the high post. Caught that time, pump fake. Easy 2.
Way with another 3. Good again. We got a timeout by Coach Pridemore, I believe, to talk about how to defend a 3 from Leanne Way. She only has 7 on the season.
So that was actually Western Hills called that timeout. I guess something he's seeing with his defense there against Calhoun. Not happy about it. See if they change defenses here. Gives Coach Pridemore, though, the same thing, a chance to talk about that defensive pressure. Cal came out in that half-court trap and quickly gave up 2 threes. I think still something you don't want to give up threes, but sometimes I think the thought is you'd rather wear them out. The team that's a little short on depth, we're trying to wear them out over the course of 4 quarters. Big Cowballs, we start back here, just under a minute played, over a minute played. Cal trailing 6-4.
McClure with the ball, brings it up right in the middle to Rocky for no, it goes in and out. Rebound comes down to Western Hills to Leanne Way. She's doing it all for the Lady Wolverines. Way hesitates, drives, puts up a shot. It's going to be no good. Rocky with the rebound. Quickly down to Beam, gives it off to McClure. Beam open 3, left side, good. Mia Beam on fire from three-point land this year.
Give her that much room. That's about automatic. Beautiful pass by Shelby.
7-6 Centurion, 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Three-pointer, no good from Butler.
Great rebound by Breedlove. Pulled that down over top of 2 people. Turnover here.
Shelby double team, ball taken away. LeCompte, the leading scorer on the team with the ball, averaging just under 20 a game. And I hear we are on now on the stream, so appreciate the people back at Live Sportscaster getting us on. And LeCompte with the 3, no good. Rebound put back up by McGahee, and Western Hills stays with it. We've seen 4 3-point attempts already from Western Hills.
Cal got lucky there. That should have been a foul on that putback. She got hammered by Beam and Breedlove. Fortunate for Western Hills, they retained possession. Cal now switching to man-to-man.
Way with the ball. Comes back outside. Goes to Kilgore on the back door, but Beam read it, and McClure's there for it. Passes to Calhoun for the easy 2.
Great 2-on-1 break. Outran the trailing defense. Good finish by Shelby. Finished out away from her body. Cal now in the man-to-man.
Kilgore with the ball, gives it off to Butler. Goes in between 4 people, almost loses it, but somehow hangs on to it. She gets it out to McGahee. Back to McGahee, fakes the 3, drives. Left-handed shot, no good. Calhoun with the rebound. She has Beam ahead of the pack, and it's going to be an easy 2.
We're watching Coach here. Might get another timeout. Western Hills, if you didn't hear it already. 30-second timeout just a minute into the game.
Way tries to drive, does a spin move, goes up. What a shot by Leanne Way. She's only averaging 4 a game, and she has 8 already.
Oh, what a shot. That was a beauty. Off balance.
Rocky saves almost an errant pass. Now Rocky with the wide open 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Butler. And Western Hills going to slow it down 11-8 Centurions, 3:51 to go here in the first quarter. Butler starts her drive. Gets it off to LeCompte. LeCompte trying to drive against McClure. A lot of body checking out there, and finally a foul is called. They're letting them play.
Whew, physical, yeah, that was a foul. LeCompte averaging 19 a game. She can fly, Mike. I was down courtside, 3 nights ago when Western Hills was here playing. I was down on the courtside watching, and she can really fly. So matching Jay and McClure on here, Cal in the 2-3 zone here underneath, leading 11-8.
Delaney Gardner in the game out as Breedlove. McClure knocks the pass and runs into LeCompte, and it goes off LeCompte out of bounds.
Another physical play. Could have been second on Jaya.
This is what I expect in the boys' game, not to go between boys and girls, but they're usually called a little closer in the girls' game.
Sure, let them play. Championship action.
This is the championship game of Section 4 of the 2A state tournament. If you just joined us, we just got on the air with the live sportscaster people, so good to have you with us. And Rocky with the drive, no good. Ball tipped out by Rocky after her miss. That's great to see, and there's going to be a double dribble.
Yeah, it was. See, it's one of those ones, sometimes it doesn't get called. The pass is to you, and you kind of dribble to gather it as it comes to you all in one motion and picked it up and dribbled again. Every once, it's about a 50-50 on whether the ref calls it or not, but technically is a double dribble.
Abigail Embry in for the Centurions. Centurions have Jay McClure, Shelby Calhoun, Mia Beam, Abigail Embry, Delaney Gardner in the game right now. Breedlove and Rocky both started the game, but Embry and Gardner in for those two right now. With the ball out top is Kilgore. She tries to drive, dishes around the horn with the ball his way. She has 8 points, all 8 for Western Hills. Now to the hoop, driving is Mitchell, the freshman. McClure with the block, has a 2-on-1. Nice dish to Embry for 2.
Great pass by Jaya, same thing. Embry that time on the receiving end. Beautiful play. Cali 13-8.
Away with the ball, picked up by Calhoun, knocked away from behind her. Gardner has it. Pass up to Beam, goes to Calhoun. It looked like it was going for the alley-oop, but she tried the layup, couldn't get it to fall, and Gardner, and there's going to be a travel.
What are we doing here?
There's going to be a travel on Butler, and, man, the physical play is going, and tempers are starting to flare a little bit out there.
Yeah, Butler got frustrated and pushed off there, but ref let that go as she's coming to the bench.
LeCompte back in, Butler out for the Lady Wolverines. Ball into Calhoun. She takes it right off the throw in and stays up in there and hits it. 8 points for Shelby. 15-8 Centurions. To the hoop goes LeCompte, loses the dribble. It's out of bounds, Centurion ball. You can tell Western Hills a little frustrated.
Yeah, well, they're rushing. You know, Cal that time was back and really willing to let them walk it down, and she ran it right down, no passes.
McClure brings it down, off to Embry on the right wing. Off to Beam, open 3. This one's going to be off. Rebound, Gardner tips it. It goes out of bounds, Western Hills ball. Western Hills in the game has Maddie LeCompte averaging 19.5 a game. Joining her is Kellen Kilgore coming in at 6.4. We'll get the other 3 players in there in a minute. Driving is LeCompte, and she's going to be pushed on the way, and there's going to be a foul called. It's going to be on Embry. That'll be her first.
On the floor, so it'll be underneath ball for Western Hills. 15-8, Cal leading with 1:46 in the first quarter.
Leanne Way in the game for Western Hills. She's averaging 4 a game, but has 8 already in this game. She has doubled her average. Also in the game, Kiana Mitchell, the freshman. She's been ill this week, but she is back ready to play now. Did not start. But in the game, Calhoun is all over her. Almost a 5-second call, but Beam with the pressure on the pass. She's going to take it. Go to the hoop. Shot is up, no good. Gets her own rebound. Back up, no good, but fouled. That's going to be on Butler, I believe, who's going to be on Leanne Way.
The most athletic play of the whole sequence is probably Mia saving it, running it down, and saving it on the sideline. Had a long way to go. I thought it was going out of bounds for sure. Tracked it down, saved it.
Mia with 2 hits the first. Mia just under 74% from the line this year. Butler back in the game. Out comes McGahee for the Lady Wolverines. Centurions have doubled the Wolverine score now, 16-8. Mia hits her second. She has 7 on the evening already. Kilgore comes down, goes behind the back for no reason, then drives, and that's going to be a foul on Beam. Western Hills likes to go to the hoop, man.
Well, no, not waiting around at all. Coach Pridemore not happy with that defense. There was 0 passes. Ball handler came down all the way down the floor and made it to the volleyball line in the paint before any resistance.
Kilgore with 2, 64% free throw shooter on the season, and she misses the first.
Well, what a turnout from the Cal pep band tonight, Mike. About 60 kids over there tonight, the pep band.
They almost have a whole section themselves over there.
What I love is it's not just playing music. And when they put the instruments down, they're a great student section as well.
Kilgore hits the second. She's the second person to score for Western Hills, as Leanne Way had all other 8 points of their 9. McClure on the left side. She takes a 3, going to be no good. A rebound, Rocky in there amongst everybody to get it. Embry comes back out. 15-footer, no good. Calhoun has it, tips it to McClure. She has it, gets it back, goes up, draws the foul on the shot.
And Cal out hustling the Wolverines on that possession, just beating them to the ball.
Foul's going to be on Butler. That is her first, second on the Wolverines, and McClure to the line with 2. Jay, the leading free throw shooter on the team. 75%. And I jinxed her, didn't I? She misses the first. Means she'll hit the next 3. And no good on the second. Rebound to Kilgore. Rocky's going to pick Kilgore up. She starts to drive, dishes outside. Mitchell goes back out. It's an errant pass, going to be in backcourt. It's going to be over and back Centurion ball. Brandon Marachek is the coach for Western Hills. 4th season, 51 and 53 over those seasons. Lindsey Thomas in the game for the Centurions for Shelby Calhoun. Denise Waddell in the game for Western Hills, along with Rachel Shropshire. I don't want to have to say Shropshire a whole lot tonight. It's kind of a hard name to pronounce. She is a tall young lady. 3-pointer, McClure, no good. Rebound comes down to Kilgore. Tries to get it out. Thomas with the steal. Rocky has the ball. Delaney Gardner in the game as well with McClure, Thomas, Embry, and Rocky. McClure fakes off to Embry. 3-pointer from the corner. No good by Embry. Rebound tipped out. Thomas out hustles everybody to the ball. Back to McClure. Hesitates. Drives. Shot goes up and draws the foul against Olivia Turner, who's in the game now. Nice hesitation move by Jaya.
Yeah, it really got everybody kind of leaning and got right in the lane, and Turner was off balance, came down on her hard.
McClure's first shot's good. Centurions back up by 9 with 10 seconds to go here in the first half, or first quarter. 18-9 Centurions. Jaya goes for her second point of the evening, and she's successful. Full court pressure with 10 seconds to go. Waddell with the ball, picked up by McClure. Goes to the ground. Thomas with the ball. 1 second, lets it go. Almost in from quarter court to volleyball line, but it doesn't fall. But Centurions still have the lead, 19-9 at the end of 1 quarter of play.
Chris Cammy wishes to thank our athletic trainer from Court, the best in rehab, for being the official sports medicine and rehabilitation provider for the Centurions. Court has several convenient locations throughout Louisville, Lexington, and southern Indiana, and offers the best in physical and occupational therapy, as well as sports medicine coverage to local high schools, colleges, and community organizations. Visit Court on the web at www.court.com. Court, the best in rehab. Individual scoring first for the Lady Centurions. It was Shelby Calhoun with 8, Mia Beam 7, Jay McClure 2, and Abigail Embry 2. For Western Hills, it was Kellen Kilgore with 1 and Leanne Way with 8. Christian Academy leads 19-9 after 1 quarter of play.
So Western Hills comes out, hits a couple threes, but Centurions adjust, kind of shut them down, didn't get that fast break going.
Yeah, absolutely. And those first threes were not a defensive mistake by any one player. Cal started in like a half-court trap. And Western Hills, to their credit, made the extra passes, got a skip pass, found the open shooter, and she hit the first two. So then Cal switched to man-to-man, which is more than likely not going to give up that wide open of a shot. And if you're able to keep them in front of you, which Cal's been able to do, it makes for maybe a much better defense.
First game of a doubleheader tonight as the boys will be taking on Western Hills boys after this game. Of course, winners of both games head on to Owensboro next week for the Elite Eight of the 2A state tournament. But we will have the boys' games as well as Butler drives to the hoop. No good on the errant shot. Rebound to Calhoun, out to Embry. It is Embry, Beam, Thomas, Rocky, and Calhoun for the Centurions. In the corner it goes to Beam. Wanted to shoot, but coming out to cover her quickly was Butler, and she decided against it. Embry looking inside, can't get it to Calhoun. Now Rocky drives, dishes. Thomas, three-pointer corner. Lindsey Thomas, no good. Deep rebound, goes out of bounds. It'll be Western Hills ball. Leanne Way may be the tallest girl out there, brings the ball down. Probably not taller than Shelby, but there's going to be of all the banging and pushing we saw, we're going to have an illegal pick call on Kellen Kilgore. Yeah, she moved a little bit, but it wasn't a very big touch.
Yeah, probably the bigger crime was the guard not running the defender off the screen. Gave too much room, led to that.
Inside to Calhoun, dishes outside to Rocky, three in the air, good! Sydney with a rare shutout last game as she had no points, and good to see her get back in the scoring column with that three. LeCompte dishes off to Butler, out to Kilgore, tries to drive, Thomas stays with her. Way with the ball now, spins, gets it back to Kilgore. Kilgore off the way, back to Kilgore, fakes the shot, drives, pulls back, 18-footer, no good. Calhoun with another rebound. Has Beam leading the way, baseball pass to her. Can't get it, led her a little too far, tried to come underneath at the bottom of the backboard. With the ball is Butler, gets it off to LeCompte. LeCompte, no points as of yet. Going to be a steal by Calhoun on the errant pass, in for an easy two. Shelby in double digits with 10.
Shelby this year is really what I love. She's picked her spots on that. Last year, if she was younger, she would go for a lot more steals, and if she didn't get it, it obviously hurt the defense. Now, when she goes, she's pretty much going to get it. Picks her timing really well.
Way starts the drive, stopped by Beam on the switch. She throws it back out to LeCompte. Embry with the job of guarding LeCompte. Out top with the drive. Kilgore stops. Now gives off to LeCompte. Embry stays with her. Calhoun helps. Dishes out. Three-pointer by Butler. No good. McGahee with the rebound, but there's going to be a foul on Rocky, I believe.
Yeah, nice job by McGahee. She really never even had it in her hands, but Rocky was falling back into her, so she just went up, tried to go up with it. Going to get the benefit of two foul shots here.
First foul on Sydney, fourth on the team. McGahee 11 for 23 on the season from the line. The southpaw puts it up, no good.
Much needed. Western Hills needed to get to the line. They got to connect, but
McClure in the game for Embry. Breedlove back in the game for Thomas. Good job by Embry on LeCompte.
Yeah, really good. She's a great defender. Wonderful asset to have off the bench.
Second shot bounces every part of the rim and then comes out. Calhoun with the rebound. Beam with the ball, back out to Jaya. Looking inside for Calhoun, finally gets her. She backs down and just goes straight up for two.
Yeah, the double team doesn't come. If Shelby's patient, it's pretty simple. Just going to back her down, lay it over. 26-9 Centurions. Mitchell drives to the hoop, going to be pushed on the way by McClure. Really good move there by the freshman, Kiana Mitchell. That in and out fake crossover. That was nice. Got Jaya off balance, but Jaya recovered, but just bumped.
So that is two fouls on Jaya. She's going to come right back out with 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 26-9 Centurions. Kilgore to throw it in for the Lady Wolverines. She gets it into Way, right back to Kilgore. Out it goes to Mitchell. Mitchell picked up by Rocky this time. Around a pick, switch by Beam. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound comes down to Breedlove, quickly to Calhoun, quickly to Beam for the left-handed two, and pushed from behind. That is a dangerous foul right there, but the basket will be good.
The layup was pretty much conceded in the last second. Came through. Was that 0 Leanne Way?
Foul's going to be on Way. That is her second. Count the 2 for Beam. She has 9 on the night. And Way's coming out of the game. Olivia Turner in. Beam's free throw's good. Mia's in double figures with 10 tonight. Maddie LeCompte back in the game. 29-9. Centurions with a 20-point lead. 4:46 to go. Embry staying with LeCompte all the way. Dishes off to Butler. On the ground it goes. With the ball is McGahee. Back to Kilgore. Tries to drive. Ball knocked away by Calhoun in the middle. LeCompte has it. Comes away with a nice 2. So Maddie LeCompte has her first 2 of the evening. It's 29-11 Centurions. Rocky with the ball, looking for Calhoun. Gets it back to Embry. Back to Rocky. Starts to drive off to Breedlove. Right back to Calhoun at the elbow. Starts to drive, dishes to Beam. 3 in the air. Good. Mia Beam, another 3.
Great pass by Shelby. Found Mia wide open. Mia puts it in 32-11 Cal now as we go under 4 minutes.
Mia Beam shooting 46% from three-point land coming into the game. And boy, there was a travel before Mia just took it away from Kilgore. Off to Rocky. She has an open 3. Yeah. No good off the front of the rim. Rebound to Kilgore.
I like the aggressiveness, though. If you hit a 3 there, it would feel pretty bad for Western Hills, like a nail in a coffin there.
LeCompte tries to go between 2 players, going to draw the foul. Fouls on Embry, that's her second. So McClure and Embry both with 2. McClure back in the game, as is Gardner. Out come Breedlove and Rocky. So right now it's Calhoun, Gardner, Beam, Embry, and McClure for the Centurions. Ball gets into McGahee, now out to Mitchell. Gardner has her. You're right, the band is into it.
Oh, they're
Brad.
Into it now.
Picks on both sides. Mitchell goes around, then dishes off to McGahee. LeCompte hesitates, drives. Shot is up, no good. Rebound, Gardner has it. McClure comes away with it. 3-on-2, dishes to Beam in for the layup, good. I tell you, Mia finishes as well as anybody.
Absolutely. She runs the floor, runs her lane beautifully, and the guards just find her.
Mitchell with the running shot, no good. Ball on the ground. Gardner. Oh, there's going to be a foul call. Thought it was going to be a jump ball. I think they're going to catch Gardner for the foul. That'll be the first on Delaney.
Well, Delaney did a really great job on the previous possession of just standing her ground. The guard came in. LeCompte came in a little bit out of control. Gardner just stood her ground, stood straight up, missed the shot, got the rebound. Beautiful play.
McGahee at the line with one in the bonus. It's the first. Mike Botello, Brad Morgan with tonight's 2A state tournament action. A Section 4 shot, no good on the second one. Shelby with a rebound. Gets it up to McClure quickly. Chaya hesitates, drives, and that is going to be a foul. They're going to call a block on LeCompte. That is the 6th on Western Hills. And Beam to throw it in. Goes in the corner to Thomas. Starts to drive, gets it to Calhoun. I think it was intended for McClure, but it got tipped and Calhoun saved it. Now Thomas, left wing, starts to drive. Defender goes to the floor. McClure across to Thomas. Beam back to McClure, fakes the 3. Around the pick. Goes cross court to Beam. Has Shelby in the middle. Shelby down low to Gardner. Nice pass. Gardner could have went straight up with it, waited for a defender to get there, and then it was contested. Mitchell with the ball. Picked up by Thomas. We have 2:38 to go here in the first half. 34-12 Centurions. McClure with the steal, almost the steal, ties up LeCompte on the pass. The arrow's going to the Centurions, so a turnover. Gives the ball back to the Centurions. Sidney Rocky back in the game, Mia Beam out. Kilgore back in for Western Hills. Out comes Butler. Seeing both coaches go to the bench rather often.
A lot of subs here tonight.
Rocky with the ball, back to Calhoun. In the middle to Thomas. Rocky, three, no good. Gardner fights for the rebound. Coming away with it's going to be Western Hills. Waddell comes away with it. Now LeCompte goes down, pump fake, and Calhoun with the block from behind. Shelby's going to hesitate and go to the hoop all the way for two.
What a play there. Block on one end, coast to coast on this end. Nice strong finish by Shelby.
14 points for Shelby tonight. LeCompte gives off to Kilgore, looks for help. Coming out to get it is Mitchell. And McClure jumps out to try to steal it, but causes enough distraction that it goes out of bounds. Centurion ball. Their defense.
Oh, they're getting added. Since they switched that man-to-man, which was about 1 or 2 minutes into the game, they've been lights out.
Their switching on the picks is so well, too. They don't fight through it. Someone's always there on the switch. Out top is Rocky to Calhoun. Rocky drives, running 10-footer, good.
Good, strong finish.
38-12, just over a minute to go, first half. Cal with the lead. Centurions will not even let them get into any offensive pattern whatsoever. And another ball off the hands, this time of Mitchell. Breedlove and Abigail Embry back in. Out comes Gardner and Thomas. Shropshire into the game. For Western Hills, out comes Mitchell. Embry to Rocky. Calhoun in the middle. Goes down low to Breedlove. In underneath, just a little too far. Ball's on the ground. Coming away with us, LeCompte. Three-pointer in the air, no good by Kilgore. Rocky with another rebound. 30 seconds to go, first half. Embry off to Breedlove. Finds Calhoun in the middle. She goes to the hoop. Strong, gets fouled and gets the bucket.
Shelby's been about perfect tonight, Mike. I don't know that she's had a miss, taking great shots.
They cannot stop her underneath. Foul was on Kilgore, I believe. That's her second. No good on the free throw. Rebound comes down to Waddell. 16 seconds to go, first half. Comp tries to drive on Embry. Now with a spin move. Goes to the hoop. Shot is up, no good. Calhoun with the rebound. From the opposite free throw line is too far. And we come to the end of the first half of play. Centurions with a commanding 40-12 lead. We'll be back in about 8 minutes to recap the first half. Second half action from Christian Academy of Louisville. You ready?
Yep.
Welcome back to Christian Academy Louisville Lady Centurion basketball, where the Lady Centurions lead the Western Hills Lady Wolverines 40-12 at halftime. It was close for about the first 30 seconds, where Western Hills was as hot as could be, and there were 4 lead changes all the way up till the Lady Centurions took a 7-6 lead. And then they closed the quarter on a 12-3 run to have a 19-9 lead at the end of the first quarter. And in the second quarter, Lady Centurions outscored Western Hills 21-3 and have that lead at 40-12 right now.
Individual scoring first for Christian Academy Lady Centurions. It was Sydney Rocky with 5, Shelby Calhoun with 16, Mia Beam matching her with 16, Jaya McClure 2, Abigail Embry 2. For the Lady Wolverines, it was Kellen Kilgore with 1, Maddie LeComte 2, Lauren McGahee 1, and Leanne Way with 8. As Mike said, it's Christian Academy 40, Western Hills 12, and we got 16 minutes to play. The winner advances to the Elite 8 of the state tournament for Class 2A next Friday night in Owensboro.
This game will be followed by the boys' game. They are playing Western Hills as well for the championship of Section 4 of the 2A state tournament. You will not have to go off the air at all. We're just going to keep it right here and not lose our signal. And then we'll bring you the boys' game when it's about to start. But Brad, we talked about, of course, the Lady Centurions, defending champs of this 2A state tournament in Owensboro. And man, it is just a great time in Owensboro.
Oh, it's awesome. Me and you had a chance to be there with them all the way last year. In fact, our boys and our girls were there for boys for 2 rounds, girls for all 3. Of course, won the whole thing. It's a great arena, Old Kentucky Wesleyan's arena. It's a beautiful place. A lot of great food around. And all the teams, 8 boys teams, 8 girls teams, all converge from across the state there at Owensboro. It's a great weekend of basketball. Looking forward to it.
If the Lady Centurions do hang on to win this game, they will be playing next Friday in Owensboro at 7 o'clock, and they'll be taking on the winner of a very good 12-1 Bell County team who faces off this weekend against McCreary Central, who comes into the game 7-10. The winner of that game will play the winner of this game in Owensboro on Friday evening. There'll be 4 boys games there are 8 sections in the 2A state tournament. There'll be 4 boys games, the champions of each section, 4 boys games on Thursday, 4 on girls on Friday night, and then semifinals for both teams on Saturday, and the championship game on Sunday for both boys and girls. And how nice would it be to have both Cal teams in that championship game on Sunday?
That would be great.
And you as the athletic director would take total credit, I'm sure.
I've still never made a point for any of our teams.
So for Western Hills in the second half, it is going to be one change in their starting lineup. It's going to be Butler and Kilgore, along with LeComte and McGahee, and Mitchell will be in the starting lineup, who usually starts for this team but had been ill this week and did not start the game. Centurions, their starting 5 of Beam and Rocky, along with Calhoun, McClure, and Breedlove. Ball gets into Mitchell in the backcourt as Western Hills will start the second half with the possession. Shelby Calhoun showing her versatility, not only guarding people inside, but taking the smaller guards out top. Kilgore almost loses it, but able to hang on to it is Butler. Now it goes back out to Mitchell. Now off to Butler. Breedlove has her. Picks her dribble up and throws it away. Calhoun all over Mitchell. Western Hills just kind of looks lost in offense right now with this defense out there.
Absolutely, just overwhelmed with speed and athleticism. Not able to get anything going. Nothing easy. Got to take contested shots from deep.
Lady Centurions ranked 3rd in the state. Rocky no good on the 3. Breedlove with the rebound, but thought it was going to be taken away by Kilgore, but it's going to be a foul instead. That'll be the 2nd on Kilgore. Lady Centurions ranked 3rd in the state in the AP and in the RPI.
Yep.
Number 1 in 2A. That RPI rating changes every hour, especially on a game of night. I'm on it last night getting ready for tonight's game, and actually Lady Centurions were 2nd in the state at midnight last night, and at 1 o'clock Sacred Heart went ahead of them. Breedlove good on her first free throw, and this morning Sacred Heart stays ahead of them. Breedlove just under 53% on the year. That probably put her at 53%. This one's no good. Calhoun with the rebound. Cross court it comes to Rocky. She starts to drive, loses the ball. Western Hill takes it away. The boys game follows this one. The boys, Cowboys and Western Hills boys are a lot closer matched on paper than these two teams were. Inside it goes to Butler. She now not sure where to go. Goes to LeCompte. She pushes McClure away, but McClure recovers. Back out it comes to Kilgore. Kilgore waits for a pick from Butler. And going to be a steal by Beam, and she's going to toss it ahead to McClure, who easily beats everybody else down the floor, and Jaya has 4. 43-12 Centurion, 6 minutes to go here, third quarter. LeCompte, and there's going to be a foul on Beam. That's the second on Mia. Beam, McClure, Embry, all with 2 fouls for the Centurions. Kilgore and Turner, both with 2 fouls for Western Hills. Ball comes into Butler, goes right back to LeCompte. He's going to drive to the hoop, now dishes to Kilgore. 15-footer, no good. Rebound by Rocky. Rocky with a nice block out, but LeCompte right there to tie her up. It'll be Centurion ball.
A great rebound by Sydney. Got to hold on to that one. Got to get it out of there quick. Sometimes you use a little dribble to get it out quickly.
So now, Brad, will the boys' game be 30 minutes following this game?
Well, yeah, we'll probably put 20 up. It'll be a 20-minute clock for warm-ups, but however, there will be a trophy presentation between.
Beam with the miss off the rim. It goes out of bounds. The boys' team already out in the little passageway, ready to come out and get going here. Well, the boys very impressive on their win the other night over Owen County.
Yeah, looked great.
Mitchell to the hole, loses it to Calhoun. Shelby brings it the other way, dishes. Beam, corner 3, no good. Rebound, Breedlove. She goes back up, left-handed layup, no good. Rebound to McGahee. Driving to the hoop is going to be LeCompte, and she is fouled on the way. So LeCompte to the line for 2. LeCompte averaging just under 20 a year, held to 2 in the first half. 68% free throw shooter, hits the first. Into the game comes Olivia Turner for the Lady Wolverines. Out comes Butler. Second shot up. This is good.
And number 15, Waddell.
Waddell into the game as LeCompte takes a seat. 43-14, Lady Centurions with the commanding lead. McClure drives to the hoop, fakes the pass, shots up, no good. Breedlove with the putback for 2. Mitchell walks the ball down, picked up by Calhoun, who puts a little pressure on her and makes the steal. Now she dishes to Beam. Well, I wonder how many connections there have been between Calhoun and Beam over the years.
So many.
Mitchell gives off to Kilgore, and there's going to be a foul on Beam. She knocks Mitchell to the floor as she goes by. That'll be the third on Mia. And Embry into the game, giving Beam a break. And Lindsay Thomas into the game as she comes in for Sydney Rocky, and Delaney Gardner in the game for Breedlove. So it is Calhoun and McClure along with Embry Thomas and Gardner for the Centurions now. Kilgore to throw it in. He gets it into Waddell. Waddell crosses over. Gives it off to Kilgore, who starts her drive. Loses the ball on the floor. Gardner has it, loses it. Shropshire has it. Blocked by Calhoun, out of bounds off of Shelby.
I thought it was going to be a sure layup for Shropshire. Shelby came out of nowhere and got that one.
Shropshire, just an 8th grader. She's about as tall as Shelby is right now. McClure with the steal. She's going to be fouled by LeCompte as she starts the break up the court. That'll be the first on LeCompte. I'm sorry, it's the second on LeCompte. Calhoun to throw it in. And McClure will set it up. We have 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Calhoun starts the drive. She's going to be fouled by Kilgore. That is 3 on Kellen Kilgore. Thomas to throw it in from underneath. Throws it into Calhoun. Finds Thomas going back, and there's going to be a 4th foul on Kilgore. We talked about that last week. You always forget about that person throwing the ball inbounds, don't you?
Inbounder is sometimes the most dangerous person. Everybody went towards Shelby. Lindsay stepped in. Shelby didn't see her initially. Probably would have been an uncontested layup instead. Still got it till he got fouled.
Thomas with 2 hits the first, her first of the night. Second shot no good. Rebound comes down to LeCompte. She's going to push it up, crosses over. Nice pass to Kilgore, who goes up for the shot. No good, but fouled by Embry. That'll be the 3rd foul on Embry, and Kilgore to the line with 2. She is 1 for 2 on the evening from the line. That's her only point on the evening.
I believe we're 1 point away, if my math's right, from running clock here.
2 points away.
Going the wrong way here.
Rocky back in the game. Shelby Calhoun out. Could be the last we see of Shelby tonight.
Clock put that on the wrong team, so that ain't helping anything. He's trying to get to it earlier, I think.
Hits them both.
Should be 48-16.
Rocky with the ball out to McClure. Goes out to Thomas, back to McClure. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll go to Western Hills. Now the scoreboard is corrected. 48-16, Centurions with the lead. Waddell with the ball as Western Hills starts the weave. Kilgore, spin move. Goes off to Shropshire. Shropshire, the 8th grader, with 2.
Too late there.
Quickly down the other way, out of bounds. Western Hills ball. We're going to have a timeout by Coach Pridemore, I believe, to kind of settle everybody down a little bit. 3:24 to go here in the third quarter. 48-18. Centurions with the lead.
E-News is Christian Academy's online newsletter that allows fans, parents, and supporters of Cal Athletics to keep up with the latest news in Cal sports. E-News is distributed weekly and includes sports from elementary, middle, and high school from all of Cal's Kentucky campuses. For questions, please feel free to contact us at enews@caschools.us. To subscribe, visit our website at caschools.us/Centurion-Athletics.
Winner of this game, which appears it could a good chance for the Ladies Centurions tonight, will go on to Owensboro next week. They will be playing on Friday night at 7 o'clock. We'll face the winner of Bell County and McCreary Central from Section 7. Bell County, Region 13, McCreary Central, Region 12 in the state regions. We're back to action here. Ball knocked away by McClure. It is knocked around everywhere. Thomas comes away with it, fires it up to McClure. Goes up for the shot, fouled, but can't get it to fall. She'll go to the line for 2.
Great steal by Lindsay and pass up ahead. That was a beauty.
Foul on LeCompte. That's her 3rd. She had 2 for 4 from the line tonight.
Short this time as well.
has 4 points on the evening.
But the only struggle for Cal tonight's been at the foul line.
Second shot is good. 49-18 Centurions. Comp hands off to Waddell. Ball on the ground, but Waddell able to recover it. Now goes off to Kilgore. Passes over. Turner. No good on the 15-footer. Good block out by Thomas. Allows McClure to go get it. McClure tiptoes along the baseline. Now wants to push the other way. Has Thomas on the left. Thomas brings it back out to Rocky. Thomas with the ball. Cross to McClure through her hands. LeCompte with the steal. She's going to come the other way. Goes all the way. Layup can't fall. McClure with the rebound. Getting a little sloppy out there now. McClure the other way. Slows her dribble up. Brings it back out. Finds Rocky. Open three. Left wing. No good. Rebound comes down to LeCompte. LeCompte 1-on-5. Decides she better hold it up. We're at 2 minutes to go, third quarter. 49-18 Centurions. Mike Botello, Brad Morgan with the action. Down low to Shropshire, puts it up, no good. Rebound to Embry. Cross to McClure, fakes the three, drives, pulls up, 5-footer, good. No, they're going to call a charge. No bucket. That'll be the third on Jaya.
Nice job by LeCompte standing in there taking it. The exact right call. Jaya tried to go straight up, but just floated just a little bit, landed on the defender. Well, you said it, Mike. Got a little sloppy here the last couple of minutes. Cal with that 31-point lead, trying to get it up to 35 for running clock.
Marissa Molestina in the game for the Centurions as Jaya McClure goes out, which is probably for the rest of the evening. McGahee back in for Western Hills. Waddell off to McGahee. Does a spin move. Thomas stops her. Steal by Rocky. And Rocky going to try to beat everybody down, and she's going to get fouled by McGahee on the drive.
I'll tell you what, Western Hills doesn't concede anything, Mike. I thought that was going to be a breakaway. She hustled all the way down. Didn't let Sydney get it up to the rim.
Sydney will have two. She's 61% free throw shooter on the season. And hits the first. Centurions have hit the half-century mark with 50. They're averaging 59.1 points a game. Rocky hits both. She has 7 on the evening. 51-18 Centurions. Waddell with the ball, looking inside, nowhere to go. Off to McGahee. Knocked away by Molestina, but picking it back up as McGahee goes up with the shot, and Thomas with the foul. That'll be the first on Lindsay, and McGahee to the line for 2. McGahee 1 for 4 from the line this evening. First shot is up and no good. Second shot, this one goes through. McGahee has 2 points on the evening. Rocky with the ball. Gorson. We got a foul on Lindsey Thomas. That's going to give it back to Western Hills. Of course, Centurions coming off a win where they won 61-27 over Owen County. There's a chance to hold Western Hills to that same number or less. Centurions giving up 42.5 a game. There's going to be another turnover. An unforced error there. Home side starting to fill in more and more as they anticipate the boys game coming up here next. Nice pass to Thomas, goes to the hoop, and she's going to draw the foul on Turner, I believe. It is going to be on Olivia Turner, her third, and Lindsey Thomas goes to the line for 2 shots. Thomas 1 for 2 from the line this evening. It's the first. Abby Yarberry into the game, and Delaney Gardner comes out. Thomas' second shot, good as well. She's 3 for 4 from the line tonight. And there's going to be a technical on Coach Murachek. He did not get a sub in. I don't think he was very happy. The ref didn't let his sub come in and said a few choice words, and the referee teed him up.
Yeah, sub got there during the foul shot, and I think the ref either missed it or he felt like he missed it.
Rocky will take the 2 technical shots and hits the first. Hits the second. She has 9 on the evening. Centurions go up 55-19.
That'll give us our running clock, I believe.
Embry to the hoop, and no good on the layup. Can't get it to fall. Shropshire with the steal, or with the rebound. LeCompte to the hoop. Shot is up and good. LeCompte has 6. 16 seconds to go. Embry off to Molestina. Molestina drive. Nice pass to Yarberry. Can't get it to fall. And there's going to be a foul on Yarberry.
That was a beautiful pass.
That'll be 1 in the bonus. And I believe the running clock must have started, Brad.
What's that?
I think the running...
Yeah, running clock started on those 2 technical free throws. I have to tell the cheerleaders to step off the floor.
Way is taking the free throws. It'll be 1 in the bonus. First one is no good, and she does not get a second. So we come to the end of the third quarter of play, 55-21. Centurions with the lead.
Follow Cal Athletics on Twitter for Centurion Athletic news and game updates. Cal Athletics at Centurion AD. For Cal Sports games, scores, and schedules, visit our website, www.caschools.us/Centurion-Athletics. Individual scoring. First for the Lady Centurions, Sydney Rocky with 9, Shelby Calhoun 16, Alexa Breedlove 3, Mia Beam 18, Jay McClure 5, Abigail Embry 2, Lindsey Thomas 3. For Western Hills, it's Kellen Kilgore with 3, Maddie LeCompte 6, Lauren McGahee 2, Rachel Shropshire 2, and Leanne Way 8. Christian Academy 55, Western Hills 21. As we said, running clock here for the last 8 minutes as subs are in for Christian Academy. Mike, I'll let you go over that.
And for the Centurions are the subs, same one we saw the other night. Ella Daniels into the game. He is joined by Marissa Molestina and Yarberry, who were in the game to start. Savannah Gardner and also Kaylin Hubbard. Western Hills starts his fourth quarter with LeCompte and McGahee along with Turner, Kilgore, and Way. Turner drives, knocked away by Savannah Gardner. Ball's loose and it's going to be a jump ball as Daniels and Turner tie each other up. Be Centurion ball. So these subs getting a lot of playing time these last 2 games, a whole quarter.
Absolutely. Probably even more so this game than last game.
Ella Daniels, the 8th grader, ball taken away by Kilgore. She goes to the hoop, drops it off. Shot is up and no good by LeCompte, but she is fouled on the way up. Fouls on Savannah Gardner. That is her first, and LeCompte to the line for 2. As Brad said, we have a running, well, does it stop at free throws?
It stops after on fouls, free throws. After the score is reported, it stops.
LeCompte hits the first. She has 7 on the evening. Second shot up, and it's good as well. 55-23 Centurion. Daniels brings the ball down. She's picked up by LeCompte. She's almost stripped by LeCompte. Daniels to the floor to get it. Then it's knocked away by Butler. It goes out of bounds, Centurion ball. Savannah Gardner, Delaney Gardner's sister, an 8th grader as well. So you got 2 8th graders. You got Kaylin Hubbard, who is a sophomore. Yarberry is a junior. Joining them is Molestina, who's a junior, and she lets a 3 fly, no good. Rebound knocked around by Hubbard. On the ground, coming away with us, LeCompte. LeCompte, change of pace. Daniels tries to stay with her, then reaches in for the foul. That'll be the first on Ella.
Foul number 14.
And to the line again goes Maddie LeCompte.
Shooting 2.
He is 4 for 4 from the line tonight. Shot is up and no good this time. I can jinx the other team as well. Second shot up and good. After this game, we will go away for about 30 seconds to a minute and come back and recap this game, then go away meaning just no sound. You'll have video waiting for the boys game to start. And a steal by Western Hills. McGahee drives all the way to the hoop, is fouled by Hubbard.
Basket's good. By McGahee. Foul is on Hubbard. McGahee shooting 1.
And Coach Bridemore going to have to bring his starters back in. Well, if you're a sub, one thing you hate is that you let up a lead to let the starting unit come back in.
Yeah.
There's going to be a timeout by Western Hills. 5:55 to go in the game. 55-27 Centurions with the lead.
Timeout. Western Hills.
Make sure to check out the Centurion Armory. The Armory is Cal's retail store with a full line of clothing, accessories, and merchandise for every Centurion fan. The Armory is open Tuesday through Friday, 2:30 to 4 p.m. Also, the 11th annual Cal Softball Silent Auction and Trivia Night will be on Saturday, February 1st from 6 to 9 p.m. in the English Station campus cafeteria. Cost is just $20 a person and includes dinner. Great silent auction items, including autographed jerseys and bats, golf outings, and more. All proceeds benefit the Cal softball program. To book your reservations, contact Coach Mullen at 502-241-6626.
Well, Brad, this team, this Lady Centurion team, in pretty good company. Starting the year out 13-2. You kind of would think, oh, that may be the best start ever. But there are 3 other teams for the Centurions that have started as well or better. 2009-2010 team with Nita Slaughter, of course. Started out 13-2, ended up that year 25-6, made it to the region final before bowing out to Mercy, who eventually won state. And there was the 2004-5 team started 14-1. They ended up 30-5 that year. The Centurion team that won all A that year and went to the Sweet 16, and then the 2002-2003 team started 13-2, ended 27-6, made it to the regional final before losing to Sacred Heart. So pretty good finishes for those 3 teams, and great things expected of this team the rest of the year, hopefully.
Yeah, a lot of exciting basketball ahead. You go to Owensboro next week, play for a title there, come home. You play for the LIT title here in Louisville. A lot of fun ahead.
Ball stolen back by Western Hills. Driving to the hoop is LeCompte, and she's going to hit it and get fouled.
Too many fouls here.
Fouls on. Only thing can stop the clock is and the clock's running during this free throw. Oh, now it stops. So LeCompte has 1. She hits it. 55-30 Centurions. McClure's going to walk the ball up. Boys team waiting over there in the area by the corner. McClure drive, shots blocked. I'm sure they're sitting there going, please quit fouling. We want to come out and play. Kilgore goes to LeCompte on the back door. Shot is up, no good. Calhoun with the rebound. He's going to be bumped in the back court. That should be 5 on Kellen Kilgore. That'll send Shelby to the line for 1 in the bonus. Usually on the scoreboard, once you get to 10 team fouls, you just keep it at 10. Our scoreboard operator, he is on top of it, man. He's showing we're up to 12 on the Centurions.
How many team fouls there are here?
Calhoun to the line with 1 in the bonus. Shelby was 16 tonight, all in the first half.
Gotta be careful of that. The referees will think you're trying to make a point when it's that way.
Calhoun hits the first. I think the referee's telling the boys to hold the basketball. No good on the second. Nice tip by Rocky, but Western Hills tracks it down. Waddell's going to bring it down. It is Breedlove and Calhoun, McClure, Rocky, and Beam for the Centurions, the starting 5 back in the game after Western Hills started to come back against the Centurions subs. Calhoun with the steal, trying to keep control of it. Finally gives it to Rocky, and there's going to be a 10-second call. It's a little ragged out there right now. It's kind of one of those games where you just want this 3:30 to get over and hope nobody gets hurt.
Over with, yeah. And it's not in jeopardy of any kind of changing the outcome here. Just not a great quarter for Cal, but you can understand that. Up a running clock going into the fourth quarter.
Waddell with the ball. Errant pass. Rocky and McGahee going after it, and then Calhoun and Waddell going after it, and the foul is going to be on Calhoun. That's only the first on Shelby. And Waddell go to the line with 2.
At the line for Western Hills, number 15, Waddell.
So Mike, when says this game's over, I'll step down to do the trophy presentation.
We'll have the camera on you. No audio to follow, but we'll have the camera right on you during that presentation.
Great.
First shot by Waddell is good, her first points of the evening. Catavia Graham in the game for the first time tonight for the Lady Wolverines. Waddell's second shot, it is good as well. Waddell a perfect 4 for 4 on the season now from the line. Chloe's going to bring it down. She's going to go all the way to the hoop. Can't get the layup to fall. Breedlove has it, and another foul is called.
Neither team can get anything to go, but getting fouled on both ends. To go under 3 minutes here, Cal up 56-32.
McGahee with her second foul of the evening, and Breedlove to the line with 2 free throws. She has 3 points in the evening, 1 for 2 from the line. And she hits the first. Second shot is good. Breedlove hits both. We have a timeout on the floor. It is 58-32 Centurions with 2:57 to go here in the game.
Full timeout.
And once again, the boys' game will be following this one. You do not need to go off here and recheck in. We will just keep it right here. We'll go dead on the audio for a while. We will come back in about 30 seconds and recap tonight's game. And then go dead for about 20 minutes while the boys warm up, and then bring you the boys' action against the Western Hills boys team. Again, the girls now will be moving on to the Elite 8 of the 2A state tournament as they try to defend their state title. They'll be playing a pretty good Bell County team, or what appears to be, or McCreary Central next week.
Yeah, I mean, Bell County is a highly rated team. Are they 12-2? I think going into tonight, Mike, you've got to pull those.
12-1.
12-1. RPI in the mid-6, 650 something. So yeah, strong team. Cal coming in at 689 in the RPI. Bell County at 645. So really the second the RPI goes, the second ranked team in all of 2A. It's a shame that those two teams will meet right off the bat, but
right now, if the favorites from every section that is left wins, In the Lady Centurions bracket in Owensboro, they would have the number 1, 2, 4, and 5 rated 2A teams. That would be Cal. Bell County is 2. Thomas Nelson's 4. Trigg County is 5. And in the other bracket would be the 3, 6, 10, and 27 ranked teams, as Mercer County, who we know well from last year, and Owensboro is the number 3 ranked team in 2A. We're going to have another foul here. And then number 6 would be Warren East. 10 would be Rowan County, who we're very aware of from last year and this year. And Belfry, number 27 of the 2A schools, if they all win tonight or this weekend.
Yeah, could be a great tournament. Notice that it's like the NBA. I thought the NBA had came to Christian Academy. That whole possession for Western Hills, the music was played from the timeout. Announcer down here was having a good chat with the clock keeper. Nobody bets the bookkeepers didn't notice. I could hear it through the headphones, but it was rocking. It was like an NBA game.
Waiting for Randy Mann to start singing on the PA system down there. Waddell missed the first, misses the second. And we got a travel on Calhoun. With 2:31 to go here. Embry is in the game now for Beam. Turner to throw it in, gets it into Waddell. Waddell across to McGahee, right back to Waddell. Around a pick by Turner, and there's going to be a foul called on the pick by Turner. That's her 4th. Delaney Gardner now back in the game for Breedlove for the Centurions. McClure walks it across. We have exactly 2 minutes to go in this game. As the Western Hills bench all comes to the scorer's table. Trying to go inside to Gardner, no good, but McGahee gets it and then fouls McClure. I'm thinking we're going to get this game over really early tonight here until this fourth quarter started.
Has been brutal. There's been very few field goals made. I mean, it's just been no flow at all.
You know what? Lady Centurions have no field goals this quarter.
Yeah, I believe
just free throws. There's only been 2 field goals this entire quarter, both by Western Hills. McClure hits her first free throw.
Number 21, Redmond. Number 33, Judy. Number 5.
Redmond, Judy
And for Western Hills
are in the game. Mullins and Ayers, I both believe, are in as well. McClure's second shot is in. So, Lady Centurions averaging 59.1 points a game. They are now at 60, so they're just above their average. Steal by Rocky with 1.5 minutes to go, and she's going to go all the way to the hoop. And no, she isn't going to get it. McClure now turns around, and she's going to get the first field goal of the quarter for the Centurions. But don't worry if you just heard that comment and just joined. Centurions are up by 30. Ball's going to be stolen by Calhoun. She's going to dish it up to McClure, who goes up with the shot, hits it. Jaya with 11 points on the evening now in double figures. We're under 1 minute to go here. Ball's going to be stolen by Embry. And Abigail's just going to take it the entire way, and it goes off the front of the rim. A bunch of subs back in for the Centurions, it looks like. Lindsey Thomas, Savannah Gardner, Ella Daniels, Delaney Gardner, Abigail Embry, the quintet for the Centurions. Christina Ayers, Kaylin Mullins, Kinsley Redmond, Elizabeth Judy in the game for Western Hills. Trying to see the one other person for Western Hills who's in there. Oh, Catavia Graham. That rounds out the fivesome for the Lady Wolverines. We got 17 seconds to go here. Lady Centurions are going to move to 14-2. Lady Wolverines are going to drop to 5-9. Delaney Gardner with the steal, 8 seconds to go. Gives it up to Embry. Embry's just going to dribble it out, it looks like. And we are over. Centurions with a 66-32 victory. We'll be back in a minute to recap tonight's contest. Welcome back to Christian Academy Louisville Lady Centurion basketballs. The Lady Centurions are the champions of Section 4 of the 2A state tournament. It's a game after about the first 1 minute. The Centurions controlled it. There were 4 lead changes, believe it or not, in the first minute. The Centurions came out finally to a 7-6 lead, went on a 12-3 run and increased that lead at the first quarter to 19-9. Then a 21-3 outscoring of Western Hills in the second quarter gave them a halftime lead of 40-12. Extended that to 55-21 after 3, and finally 66-32 at the end of the game. Scoring for the game, first for the Lady Wolverines. Maddie LeComte led the Western Hill Lady Wolverines with 12. Leanne Way had 8, all in the first 1 minute or 2 minutes of the game. 5 for Lauren McGahee, 3 for Kellen Kilgore, 2 for Rachel Shropshire, and 2 for Dennis Waddell. Introducing the all-tournament team right now, and Maddie LeComte on the team along with Kellen Kilgore for Western Hills. From Christian Academy, Jaya McClure on the all-tournament team.
Also from Cal, Mia Beam.
Joining her is Mia Beam. And Shelby Calhoun.
Congratulations to the 2020 Section 4 All-Tournament team.
That is the all-tournament team. I'm not sure if they have a most valuable player or not. Yep, now it is the team awards that are coming out. So let's look at the Lady Centurions scoring tonight. They were led by Mia Beam with 18. Shelby Calhoun dropped in 17. 11 for Jaya McClure, 9 for Sydney Rocky, 5 for Alexa Breedlove, 4 for Abigail Embry, and 3 for Lindsay Thomas. And there are the Lady Centurions, coached by Coach Cameron Pridemore, out to accept their trophy as the Section 4 champions. And that gives the Lady Centurions a chance to be to defend their title next week of the 2A state championship as they go on to Owensboro, part of the Elite 8. They will play Friday night at 7 o'clock. And if you can't make it to Owensboro, we will have audio-only broadcast. We only do audio from Owensboro, but we will have that game at 7 o'clock on Friday night. It may start a little earlier depending how the games, there were 3 games before that earlier in the day happened. But stay where you are. We are going to go off audio-wise, but you'll be able to see the boys warm up, and then we'll bring you the boys game as they'll be taking on Western Hills boys. On the clock right now is 24 minutes and 58 seconds. So somewhere in the next 25 to 30 minutes, the boys game will begin. We'll be back probably at the 5-minute mark to give you a preview of the game as the boys try to go to Owensboro along with the girls. Once again, a girls' victory 66-32 tonight, and they'll be going to the Elite 8. Take about a 25-minute break, everybody. Hey, he needs to pay you for that. You're like an event manager. You ready?
Ready.
Welcome back to Christian Academy Louisville basketball, where tonight the Lady Centurions open up this doubleheader with a 66-32 win to guarantee themselves a place in the Elite Eight. And now the boys are going to try to find their spot in the Elite Eight as they take on the Western Hills Wolverines as well. Hello, everybody. I'm Mike Botello. Privileged to bring you the second broadcast of tonight as well, and I'll be joined once again by Brad Morgan. And an easy game in all essence for the Lady Centurions, but this one stacks up to be a little tougher one for the boys tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a coin toss in my mind heading into tonight. Western Hills having won 4 of their last 5 and 7 of their last 9, sitting at 8-5, looking a little better. I'm not sure about some of the teams they played. I'm not sure, and I can't really compare those teams. Haven't seen them, but compared to the teams Cal's play. But, yeah, I think this is a pretty even matchup. Haven't seen both teams on Tuesday or Wednesday night.
Well, let's talk about the Centurions first. We talked about Stephen Wersch's injury, and we said someone's got to step up. Boy, did Nate Sattel step up this week.
Nate Sattel was fantastic. I mean, he's only averaging 6.5 a game, but he had 22 the other night versus Owen County in a position of starting after, like you said, Stephen Wersch going out. But we know Nate can do that from time to time. We've seen him have some big games last year, maybe not quite as big as the one we had there tonight, but going to need it again because this is a big Henry County team. Going to have to find ways to score and defend on both ends.
So otherwise, we talk about the Cal team. We talk about two of the guys we always talk about, the top scorers on this team, Jacob Sangali and Braden Daniels.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Sangali just had an unbelievable senior year to this point, just shooting the ball fantastic. 16.1 points per game, 56 from the three, 56% from the three, 84 from the free throw line. Then Braden Daniels, the junior, averaging 13 a game and 5 rebounds a game. Braden also probably the best defensive player on the team, usually draws the best player on the other team.
And, since the KCD game, Braden has increased his points per game by 5 points a game.
Yeah, I mean, Braden's been fantastic. One thing we noticed last time we seen the Centurions just Wednesday night was how hard they pushed the ball up and down. They pushed it hard up the wings, drove it hard, and that's a chance to get Sangali and Daniels a few more opportunities without a set defense.
And we look at the Western Hills team, and they have 3 players in double figures, but they're led by a junior, Zach Simonis, who's filling it up himself this year.
Yeah, Zach Simonis, the junior, 22 points per game. That's a lot of points in high school basketball. You got 32-minute quarters, only 5 fouls, of course, so you get not a lot of chances. 31 threes, 45% of the field, and that's through 9 games. And you got the senior Rafael Ruiz averaging 12 a game, then the junior Eric Gabbard averaging just under 12 a game and 7 rebounds per game.
When you look at the numbers, though, it's pretty comparable shooting percentage a little bit for the Centurions, but otherwise it's pretty even across the board.
Absolutely. The coaches, Coach Hibbert in his second year, Jeff Cody in his 7th year, 57 and 136. Western Hills not known as an extreme power, but always a competitive team. And just like us, they're in that strong, we're in that strong here in Louisville in the 7th region. That 11th region there that for Western Hills is extremely tough teams. So both teams are used to playing high-level basketball.
It's interesting, this under Coach Cody, this team, the most wins they've ever had in a season over the last 6 years has been 11, and they're already at 8 this year, so something is gelling for this Wolverine team this year.
Yeah, it's right. Only 11 wins has been in the last year's season, already 8 wins this year. And, yeah, I'm looking up and down their schedule. It's not a bunch of patsies. I mean, we're looking at, Frankfort, Rockcastle County, Frankfort Christian, Harrison County, Boone County, Franklin County. We've ran into them many times, so we know there's no joke there.
We look at any comparison. Both teams have played Owen County first game of the year for Western Hills. They defeated them 66-41. Centurions, of course, beat them this week 89-57. Starting lineups tonight, first for the Western Hills Wolverines. Number 5, Rafael Ruiz, a senior, 12 points a game, has 7 threes on the season. He'll be joined by number 11, another senior, Matson Wainwright, 4.4 points a game, 2.4 rebounds, but also has 10 threes on the year. Zach Simonis, the junior, 22 points a game, number 13. Also joined 21, just a sophomore, Walter Cambo, 6.8 points a game, 6.6 rebounds, and number 25, Eric Gabbard, 11.8 points a game, 7.1 rebounds a game. He is a very big man in the middle for this team. For Centurions, it'll be the 5 you're used to seeing start. Jacob Sangali, of course, the senior, 16.1 points a game. He'll be joined by the point guard Tyler Logisty, number 11, 7.6 points a game, second on the team with threes with 19 of them this year. Nate Sattel will be the man in the middle tonight, just 6.5 points a game, but put in 22 against Owen County. Be important that he stays out of foul trouble tonight. Braden Daniels, the junior, 13 points a game. And finally, the big left-hander, Tyler McDaniel, 6.2 points a game, 4.4 rebounds. Again, for the Centurions, it'll be Sangali, Logisty, Sattel, Daniels, and McDaniel. For Western Hills, it is Ruiz, Wainwright, Campbell, Gabbard, and Simonis. It'll be Gabbard and Sattel, and Eric Gabbard is one big guy down there, Brad, in the middle jumping.
He absolutely is. Towering over Nate Sattel, obviously, for Christian Academy.
Tips controlled by the Centurions down to McDaniel. The same play they ran the other night against Owen County. This one, though, goes out of bounds off of McDaniel. Will be Western Hills ball.
Tyler McDaniel matches his size and in that fact matches up with him against Eric Gabbard. Cal's a little bit surprising here, coming out aggressive, full court man-to-man.
Simonis with the ball, leading scorer, picked up by Sangali. So the two leading scorers going at each other here in the early going. Ruiz with the ball, picked up by Daniels.
Coach Hibbert chooses to put Daniels on Ruiz, probably the faster athlete.
Wainwright with the ball, gets it out to Campbell. Now Gabbard's the release man out top. Gabbard, who can set a big old pick. They try the give and go to him. It just goes up high. He gets it underneath the bucket. No good. Rebound comes to Campbell. Back up. Blocked by Sattel. And Sattel comes away with it off to Sangali. He's going to go all the way to the hoop. Draws the foul. The ball rolls out. Nice move by Sangali.
Really nice move. Used his body to get the contact, then put it up. Almost got it to go, but goes to the line for two.
How many times do we see Sangali double and triple pump and still hit the shot the other night?
He was on fire Wednesday night.
Sangali with two and misses his first. He was 21 of 25 coming into this game from the line.
Sometimes free throws in the first minute or two can be difficult. You've got so much adrenaline going. You need to settle down. There he finds the net. Better to hit the second one, see it go through, get some confidence.
1-zip Centurions with the early lead. Wainwright with the ball is going to walk it up. He's going up against Sangali this time.
So Cal trapped the first pass, went for the steal. Once they get out of that, then it's straight man-to-man.
Simonis calls for the pick from Gabbard. Simonis now trapped by McDaniel, stolen. Daniels has it. Nice pass to Sangali.
Sangali ran through. McDaniel was coming down the middle, took all the attention. Sangali came down the left wing, easy too.
Oh, knocked out of bounds by Sangali. Loving this aggressive play by the Centurions.
That's what I was going to say. The press hasn't really gotten anything yet, but it just feeds aggressiveness, and it makes you feel like you're on your toes where the other team's on their heels.
Wainwright gets it into Ruiz. Tries the double team, but he breaks it. Now he's got the break. Goes to Gabbard to the hoop for two.
Well, that was all done by Ruiz. Ruiz split the trap, and once he does that, we're pretty much 5-on-3. Can't let him split it.
Sangali fakes from the elbow, now goes to his left, 15-footer up, no good. Rebound to Gabbard, who just goes above everybody. Gabbard off to Campbell. Back to Ruiz.
Yep,
and there's going to be a foul.
Logisty was holding on to the jersey of Wainwright as he cut around. It was a simple flex offense. Caught Logisty holding him.
Wainwright into Simonis. Simonis around a pump fakes. Now he goes to Gabbard. Gabbard tries to back down against McDaniel. Pump fake, shots no good. McDaniel with the rebound. Good defense by Tyler.
Great job not to foul. Make the big guy finish. Gamble that he won't make enough all night to beat you.
Western Hills in a man-to-man inside to McDaniel. Squares up. Nice spin move. Can't finish, though. Great spin move. Coming the other way. Western Hills. Ruiz tries to dish down to Campbell. McDaniel there to knock it away.
Well, that was as good as a move, Mike, as you could possibly say. I mean, he left him standing in the paint. Point-blank layup, just got too excited and hit it too hard off the glass.
Ruiz with the three, way off. Logisty with the rebound.
Logisty wanted to look ahead to Daniels, thought better of it, reined it back in.
Logisty finds Sattel. He tries to go baseline. Goes underneath, shot is going to fall, and he's fouled. Nate Sattel picking up where he left off.
Sattel Sattel's just a little bit of a different style of player. You know, his style's different. He's not all speed. It's more strength. But he's got that good, quick first step. It's tough to defend.
I believe that foul was on Campbell.
Should have been on, 21, Walter Campbell.
Shot by Sattel is good. He has 3. Centurions go up 6-2, 5:40 to go first quarter. And they're going to be a timeout. Cal defense forces a timeout as Western Hills couldn't get it in. Brad, you got to love what you're seeing early here by the ladies and by the Centurions.
Yeah, I love what both of them have been doing. But, they gave up one layup there out of the press, but I would trade that for what they're getting out of, number one, wearing Western Hills down, taking them out of the offense, and making them work for everything. Gives me a chance to tell you about Court, our great partners. Christian Academy wishes to thank our athletic trainer from Court, the best in rehab, for being the official sports medicine and rehabilitation provider for the Centurions. Court has several convenient locations throughout Louisville, Lexington, and southern Indiana, and offers the best in physical and occupational therapy as well as sports medicine coverage to local high schools, colleges, and community organizations. Visit Court on the web at www.court.com. Court, the best in rehab.
Same 5 in for each team as Wainwright begins to throw it in. And they're going with the baseball pass. That happened the other night against them, but Sattel able to knock it back, but Ruiz uncovers it. Tries to go inside, kicked by Daniels. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Western Hills.
Not really a lazy pass there. Tried to sweep it in right-handed from the top of the key. Had no chance. Unfortunately got off a foot of Christian Academy.
Wainwright to throw it in. Gets it into Gabbard. Simonis drives against Sangali. Gives off to Gabbard. Tries to back down. Sattel tries to come to help. Goes into Campbell underneath. Sattel and Sangali both recover to help. Knock it out.
Looked like Sattel was going to get a steal and maybe an easy layup. Just timed it. Missed right as he dribbled. Sattel's hand went right under the ball. 25. Eric Gabbard never seen him coming.
Simonis lets the 3 fly. No good. Rebound to Sattel. Logisty quickly to Daniels. Fakes the 3. Drives. Has an opening to the hoop. Can't get it to fall. McDaniel back up and good.
Attaboy, McDaniels. Great putback. That one was under duress.
Reese has the ball knocked away by Daniels. And, McDaniel got it at midcourt, was going to Daniels, and I think he thought Logisty was going to get it and goes out of bounds.
You're just really unlucky. Tyler did the right thing because if McDaniels was still running, he would have got the layup, but Braden checked up thinking he was going to get it. Really unlucky. Good play.
Wainwright having a hard time getting it in. Finally gets it into Ruiz. Knocked away by Logisty. And it's going to Gabbard with a nice save back into Ruiz. He drives to the hoop. And it's going to be the second foul on Logisty, I believe.
They call that a shooting. They do. It was a pass, but it was towards the rim, kind of like you see Kentucky do, where they drive, throw it up just for a lob or for a dunk. Obviously wasn't going to get a dunk there, but wanted to get an easy layup.
Cole Hodge will be coming into the game for Logisty here in a minute. Logisty has his second foul. His first shot's no good.
Tell you what, both sides, we've only played 3 minutes and 9 seconds. Both sides are going to have to go to the bench if this continues. The pace is frenetic right now, up and down. A lot of people on their knees already.
Reed's second shot. This one's good.
Great home crowd for Cal tonight. Biggest student section we've seen in the basketball game in a long time, Mike. Really good.
Daniels goes into Sattel. Picked up by Campbell. Brings it back out. Looks for help. Can't get it to McDaniel, who's trying to post up underneath. Now Daniel starts to move. Goes to McDaniel. Tough pass that close to him. Western Hills with the steal. Cole Hodge, who came in for Logisty. Gardner Ruiz. He goes to the hoop. No good. Ball tipped by Sattel. Daniels has it. Tries to fast break. Nice pass to Sangali. Right back to Daniels for 2.
You don't ever want to teach to throw it back like that into traffic. But Braden had a head of steam, and Western Hills had their backs turned, laid it in.
Wainwright with the ball, picked up by Daniels. Goes around a pick by Campbell. Now they go inside to Gabbard. Turns, 5-footer, no good. Rebound, Daniels high. Coming away with it, Sattel.
Refs letting them play, Mike.
That they are. Sangali, nice pass to Daniels for 2.
Great pass. Timeout, Western Hills. Some of the best basketball we've seen all year from the Centurions.
You know, early in the year, I remember Coach Hibbard saying, if the boys would just let the process take control, they just trust the offense, it's going to score for them, and we're seeing that right now.
He's a brilliant coach, far more intelligent than me, and a different style than the way I would teach or coach. But he's so technical on the littlest of things and really builds in the offense. Really good, well done by coach, and the players you can see are absorbing that and starting to understand. That was some good basketball. Now the challenge for this team, as we know, has been putting that together for 4 quarters, as it is for most teams. We've got to continue with this kind of effort and energy, even when the points aren't coming.
We have 3:50 to go in first quarter. I feel like we've played a half already. 12-3 Centurions.
I'm winded, Mike.
Ball gets into Gabbard. He's double teamed. They get it back to Wainwright. Looking for help. He finds Simonis. Picks it up. Back to Wainwright. Gets it across against the press.
4 passes to get it down the floor. 3 different people had to handle it. That's fatigue will set in if you continue that.
With the ball, Simonis, leading scorer, has yet to score. He's going to drive now to the hoop, and there's going to be travel on Simonis.
I missed that one. I'm glad Mr. Official didn't, but I was hoping for a charge. Nobody stepped in to take it. He was a little bit out of control, which probably led to the walk.
Centurion ball, Sangali with the ball. He goes against Wainwright, throws it away. With the steal is Noah Smith, who's in the game now. First sub of the night for Western Hills. He came in for Campbell. 3 in the air, 3 is no good by Simonis. Sangali with the rebound. He's got a full head of steam. Goes off to Sattel, who lets the 3 fly. Nate Sattel with the 3.
Well, Mike, maybe we can go back and chalk some of his early season struggles off to playing football. I mean, been with the football team until, mid-November?
Yeah, that's true.
And so obviously joins the team, and I don't remember him being a big 3-point shooter from last year.
I did not expect the 3, but we'll say the rest of it. We'll use that no matter how you want to use it. Kyle Christensen coming into the game.
Not allowing it. I guess I'm not 100% sure why. Not allowing the
sure
sub,
either.
if his shirt was untucked or what. It's a traditional one.
Cole Hodge with a great steal. Tips it to Daniels. No good. Sangali with the rebound. Back up and draws the foul. What a play by Hodge, Daniels, and Sangali on that one.
Well, there's about 4 fouls until the one was called, and I think the first one was probably on Hodge for us. He just bodied him and got the steal. And then the ref, because of that, the ref couldn't call the first 2. Eventually had to call that one as Sangali got yanked down. Cal leading Mike 15-3, and we still got 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
That's the second foul on Wainwright, I do believe. Sangali has 2, and it's the first. Kyle Christensen now in for Daniels. First, the winner of this game travels to Owensboro next week as part of the Elite 8 in the state tournament. Centurions trying to return to that as Sangali hits the second. They go up 17-3. And there's going to be a foul on Sangali. That one was pretty obvious. Even I could see that one.
Had to call that one.
3 team fouls on each team here in the first half. Ball gets into Noah Smith. He's going to be trapped in the backcourt. Nope, he's going to dribble around it. Now he's going to throw a pass to Ruiz in the middle, and he's going to bring it back out. He drives to the hoop, stops, 10-footer good.
Nice play, going full speed. Stopped and popped, even after handling the press offense. Nice play by Ruiz.
The other way, Sangali, and that's going to be a charge. That's what you don't want, because that is number 2 on Sangali.
Yeah, out of control that time. Jacob's got to settle down.
Daniels is back in for him quickly, and Sangali probably on the bench for most of this rest of this half.
And for Western Hills, number 22, Saturday.
So Cal with just 4 fouls. Unfortunately, those 4 fouls on just 2 players. 2 guards, Lagosty and Sangali, both saddled with 2.
Reed's going to try to break the press on his own. He's a little out of control. Can't hit it. Rebound to McDaniel. Gets it off to Daniels. It's 2 on 3. Let's see what Braden does. Starts to go to the hoop. Now brings it back out. Hodge starts his drive. Dishes out to Christensen. He finds Sattel. Sattel thought about the 3. Now he's going to drive. Has an opening. Goes to the hoop strong. And there's going to be a foul called.
Sattel, he got fouled, but it's amazing. he really initiates that contact. He's the one bringing it to you. But if your feet aren't set, you're not ready, there's nothing you can do. It's not a charge, so he gets to the foul line on that last play. Mike, you were kind of, say, a little out of control. Ruiz that time was I know he'd scored on the last one, but it was beautiful that time. Falling down, throwing that one up.
Fouls on Noah Smith to the line is Sattel for 2. A little hard on the first one. We have 2:10 to go here, first quarter, 17-5. Centurions with the lead. It's the second. Sattel with 7. Centurions with 18. Lead by 13.
Cal switching to a half-court trap. 1-2-2 here. Hodge on the top.
Ball going to be knocked by Hodge, and Daniels tips it to Christensen. He looks for help, gives it to Sattel, who comes in late. He's going to start a drive. Now he brings it back out. Says, give me a point guard. Now he says, I'll play point guard. Hodge with the ball, and there's going to be a travel on Cole. Boy, Gabbard's out of the game, but they brought in somebody just as big in DJ Outlaw.
Yeah, Gabbard.
Also in the game, Mason Satterley. So Western Hills starting to put some subs in the game. Ruiz still there, goes inside to Outlaw. He tries to back down. Hodge comes from behind with the block. It'll stay with Western Hills.
Good grief, physical. Could have been 2 fouls. It could have been McDaniel, could have been Hodge.
Satterley to throw it in. Finally gets it into Simonis. Goes to the hoop. He was smacked on the head, but Outlaw with the rebound back up and good.
Outlaw, good sized kid. They don't lose any size on that substitution.
Hodge with the ball, 1:25 to go first quarter. Sattel looks for Daniels cutting across, no passing lane. Now McDaniel has it. Off to Daniels, sets a pick. Timeout by Coach Hibbard before Daniels hits that long 3.
I thought it was going to be an illegal screen. I mean, it wouldn't have been a good call, but I was like, oh my goodness, he calling that illegal?
Hey, that's what I thought he was going to call first too. Coach Hibbert talking to Sattel as he comes in, and he's saying, Nate, you're not the point guard. You need to get underneath.
The ball. Absolutely. Yeah. Follow Cal Athletics on Twitter for Centurion Athletic news and game updates. Cal Athletics at Centurion AD. A lot of activity on Twitter right now. Tweeted out the score of the girls in Kentucky 2A just retweeted the first ticket punch to Owensboro for the girls tournament, which is surprising. I guess the 6:30 start, because there should be, I would guess, some more finals tonight. I know there's a few, probably most of them are tomorrow night, and then a couple Sunday. But the 6:30 start gave that first ticket punch for the girls.
Defending state champs in 2A are the girls. Boys made it to the Final Four last year after defeating Bourbon County in their first game. Daniels with the ball, around a pick by McDaniel. Ball's on the floor, lost it. Noah Smith gives it off to Ruiz. He'll set it up for the Wolverines. 1 minute to go first quarter. Ruiz starts to drive, and there's going to be a foul on Hodge. That'll be the first on Hodge.
On the floor, which is a good call there. I was going to say if it was a shooting foul, that would have been the wrong call, but on the floor, accurate.
5th team foul on the Centurions this half.
Hodge complaining about a push-off.
Ball comes in deep to Ruiz. Ruiz goes to Outlaw. Outlaw tries to back down. Shot is up, no good, but McDaniel's got him on the foul.
Yeah, that's what you don't want to do is foul him. Make him finish that. He missed it. Obviously got fouled, but if he hits it, so be it. You play the next play. You got a guy off the bench doing a running hook shot. Just make him make it.
Outlaw only a 30% free throw shooter on the season. These are stats through 9 games for Western Hills. That's all they had available. So he hits that one. That's a Centurion lead to 10, 18-8. Second shot's going to fall as well, so a 30% free throw shooter hits them both. Closest Western Hills has been since 12-3. Braden Daniels with the ball, around a pick by McDaniel, drives, he's going to go, and there's going to be a block called. That was one of those could go either way, but I think it was the right call. Foul is on Noah Smith. I believe that's his second. That's going to bring Walter Campbell back in the game. Hodge to throw it in. Gets it into Daniels. Lets the three fly. Off balance, no good. Rebound. Comes down to Simonis. Gets it out to Satterley. He's going to bring it up. Now it's back out to Simonis. Fakes the three. Pulls up. 18-footer good.
18-11 now as we go under 20 seconds. Cal needs to hope for one here.
Simonis, his first two of the half. Ball knocked away. It'll be Centurion ball.
Cal's really struggled this last 2 minutes and change. Some of it's been substitutions, obviously, with Lagosty and Sangali out.
Getcher in the game. Out goes Christensen for the Centurions.
Could be a chance here to put Sangali in. Not sure what we're doing here.
Got a net hung up at the end, so 6'4" McDaniel. I'm jealous. He jumped a half inch off and got the net. I had to use everything I could to touch the net when I was in high school.
You could jump a half inch, but I don't think you could get it still, Mike.
Hodge with the ball, 7 seconds. Pulls up, 10-footer, no good. Rebound to Satterley. He's going to let it fly. 3/4 court, out of bounds. That brings us to the end of the first quarter. Centurions up 18-11.
Make sure to check out the Centurion Armory. Armory is Krish Academy's retail store with a full line of clothing, accessories, and merchandise for every Centurion fan. The Armory is open Tuesday through Friday, 2:30 to 4 p.m. Whew, I'm exhausted. Mike had a couple of the players started walking towards the locker room after that quarter.
It felt like a whole first half right there.
Well, individual scoring here. First for Krish Academy, Jacob Sangali, 5. Unfortunately, has 2 fouls. Nate Santel with 7. Braden Daniels with 4. Tyler McDaniel, 2. For Western Hills, it was Rafael Ruiz with 3. DJ Outlaw, 4. Eric Gabbard with 2. Zach Simonis with 2. Krish Academy 18. Western Hills 11 after 8 minutes of play.
So can the Centurions keep up this fast pace with the foul trouble they're starting to get into and the full court pressure?
That's questionable. I think more than the fouling, it's going to be just a little bit of fatigue. You see everything got slow that last 2.5 minutes. Everything really slowed down. See if Cal can pick it back up. Western Hills really likes to play in that half-court game where they can get it into their big guys. And I think Western Hills has also done a good job resting their players. 25 back in now. Eric Gabbard just got a good extended rest and really got some good minutes while he was out by DJ Outlaw.
So it's Getcher and Hodge along with Daniels, McDaniel, and Sattel for the Centurions. Ruiz and Simonis along with Wainwright, Gabbard, and Campbell, the starting 5. And Ruiz going to go all the way to the hoop. And no good on the shot, but it's going to be the second foul on Hodge. No.
Oh, we got it.
Offensive foul on Ruiz for push-off.
Well, Hodge was asking for it earlier. That time the ref caught it. I guess he threw his offhand. I didn't see it.
Break for the Centurions there. First foul on Ruiz. Getcher has it. Goes cross court to McDaniel. McDaniel looking inside. Can't get it to Daniels. Now Hodge top of the key. Daniels finds Sattel free throw line. Trying to go high-low post. Now Satel's going to go all the way and draw the foul on the way.
2 times Cal's made the 3 after the whistle's blown. As the whistle's blown, really good play by Sattel. It might have to, as we're in the bonus here, might have to run the offense through Sattel here while Sangali's out. Daniels likes to catch on the run to finish.
That foul was on Wainwright. I believe that is his 3rd, and that gets him out of the game, and Mason Satterley back in the game. Sattel to the line with 1 on the bonus. That's good. That breaks a 6-zip run by Western Hills. No good on the second. Rebound comes down to Satterley. Gabbard trying to get position underneath. Ruiz trying to do his thing. 10-footer is good.
Going to have to find somebody back on Ruiz, maybe put Daniels back on him. He's really starting to get in the lane at will.
Getcher with the 3, no good. Pretty quick shot there by the Centurions. Ruiz gets the rebound. Satterley with a 3, no good. Air ball, out of bounds, Centurion ball.
Cal really fortunate there. Nobody was guarding Satterley. Complete mix-up of who was guarding who.
A little moisture on the floor they're taking care of. Coach Bryce Hibbard of the Centurions, 18-21 in his career here, but over his years he is over the 300 win mark after his time at various schools in the state of Kentucky.
There's a towel right behind the bench.
They just found it.
An even better one.
And I'm not sure if they ever used it.
They had about 12 feet in there.
Coach Hibbert using one of those towels to wipe his forehead off. He's already sweating this one out.
I kind of sense, we got this unusually humid night outside, so it tends to make the courts get wet and slippery because you can feel it in here. It's hot in the gym tonight.
Daniel goes underneath.
Nice.
Underneath the reverse is good.
Well, maybe we need to go through him.
He looks like he can get that step on Gabbard. Simonis with the ball. Gabbard wants the ball underneath. McDaniel fighting to get in front of him. Now Ruiz drives. Shot blocked. Oh, they're going to catch McDaniel for the foul.
Ooh, that one.
Nope, it's not McDaniel. It's going to be on Braden Daniels.
Well, he may have a case there because I was more paying attention to Tyler. Tyler did not foul him. Perhaps Braden got him lower.
Well, I tell you, although Simonis is the one averaging 22 points, you think Ruiz is the top scorer in his team. He just takes control and drives.
Ruiz is a nice player. Cal having trouble since Sengali went out. Been having trouble. I have to get a better towel out here.
The moisture is up. Ruiz at the line. Ruiz has 2. He's 1 for 2 on the evening from the line. 64% shooter on the year.
Long.
No good. Rebound. There's a 2 shots, I believe. DJ Outlaw coming into the game. Second shot by Ruiz is good. 21-14. Gabbard out, DJ Outlaw in for Western Hills. Inside to Sattel. He tries to move Campbell back down, goes up. 5-footer, should be a travel, and it is.
Yeah, I seen it too. Thought he was getting away with it, but definitely did. Ref caught it. Good officiating there.
6:21 to go. Cal lead down to 7.
Yeah, really laboring to score here the last few minutes.
They had a lead of 14 in the first quarter. Sengali and Lagosty both out with 2 fouls. Simonis inside to Outlaw. Tries to move on McDaniel and gets the 2. 21-16. They are tough underneath on his team. McDaniel starts a move off to Gitcher. Gitcher tries to drive. Goes to McDaniel. 16-footer. Tyler McDaniel feeling it at 6 tonight.
Needed that and needed that timeout.
We got a timeout by Coach Hibbard. Centurions go up 23-16. Brad, we should note, and tell me if I'm correct now, the girls scheduled to play Mercer County Tuesday night. That game is now canceled since the Lady Centurions are going to the Owensboro 2A tournament.
Correct. Both Cal and Mercer County are 2A participants, and the agreement was if either one of us made it, or both, of course, to the tournament, that game would be canceled. So we are stepping out of that game. We anticipate Mercer County being there as well, so hopefully we can. The only time we'd meet them is in the championship.
Mercer County also is favored. They come out of district, and it's the boys I'm looking at.
Section,
where are they here? Section 6, and they are favored. 3 teams still left in that one, as Lexington Catholic and Boyle County are facing off tonight, and the winner will play Mercer County in the finals.
Yeah, I would anticipate Mercer and perhaps seeing them in the finals. Seeing them in the first round last year down in Owensboro.
Ruiz breaks the press and gets it off to Campbell for his first 2.
Yeah, Ruiz really causing problems now. Cal going to have to find an answer for him.
Kyle Christensen back in the game for Gitcher, so he joins McDaniel, Daniels, Hodge, and Sattel. Daniels crosses over, goes to the hoop. No good on the shot, but draws the foul.
Well, we thought we got away with one, or cheap one down here. That one probably the same. I didn't see that one.
Foul's going to be on Walter Campbell, his second.
Great take by Braden. He's above the rim. I'd like to see him to slam it.
2 shots for Braden, hits the first. Braden, 72% free throw shooter on the season.
Haven't seen much out of Nate here lately. See if we can get Nate the ball in isolation. Nate has a bigger defender on him, but Nate definitely has the speed advantage.
25-18 Centurions.
Good switch here. Got Braden on Ruiz. Now see if Braden can keep him out of the lane. That would be a huge factor for Cal.
Satterley inside to Campbell. Shots up. Blocked from behind by Sattel, but there's going to be a foul. That's going to be on McDaniel, I believe. It is. That'll be the second on Tyler. So Lagosty, Sangali, and McDaniel all with 2 fouls. That puts Campbell to the line for 2 shots. It's the first. Campbell just a 42% free throw shooter on the season. Hits them both.
You say a 42%?
42. He cuts the lead to 5, 25-20, 5 minutes to go, first half. Daniels pulls up 15-footer, good.
Nice. Right now, Braden and Tyler are keeping us in the lead here, up 7, but Western Hills seems like they have the momentum every time they do. A big shot by Braden or Tyler.
There's a steal by Hodge. Drops it, gives it off to Sattel. Back to Hodge. Score here, put the Centurions up by 9 or 10.
This would really stop the run here.
Off to Christensen. Christensen around a pick by McDaniel. Dishes off to Daniels. 3 in the air. No good. Foul. Is it on the shot?
Coach, Western Hills coach, and I can't really blame him. Jeff Cody not happy. This happened right in front of him. I mean, you're either not going to be happy in 2 ways. You're not happy at the referee for the call. You're not happy at your player for the foul, because neither one of them were a good result.
Foul on Ruiz. That's his second, which is big if it actually is his second. And I believe it's 3 shot for Braden. It's the first. I was going to say, I thought it was a foul underneath where they were fighting. I didn't see anything on Braden.
Yeah, I didn't either. He went across him to contest. I guess he caught him on the elbow. Didn't look like it messed up the trajectory of the shot.
Free throw here puts Centurions back up by 10, and Braden Daniels answering the call at the line in this quarter. Centurions by 10, 30-20. Ruiz off to Simonis, who's been quiet. Hodge all over him, a 3 in the air, no good. Rebound, deep rebound comes out to Satterley. He finds Ruiz. Spin move, stops.
Yeah.
Daniels with the block. And he's going to wisely slow it down. Gets it off to Sattel. Sattel looks for help. Gives it back to Daniels.
The game has really changed since Daniels went back to Ruiz. Really stopped at exactly what Western Hills was trying to do.
McDaniel and Outlaw going at each other underneath. Now Daniels drives off to Christensen. Open 3 from the corner. Oh! Kyle Christensen with a big 3.
Christensen unloads a big one for 33-20 lead. Big play by the senior off a great pass by Daniels.
Campbell inside, blocked by Sattel. Gets the rebound, blocked by McDaniel. Ball on the ground. McDaniel comes away with it. Hodge brings it up, 1-on-5. Nope, he has Christensen underneath. Pump fakes, no good on the shot. Rebound out of bounds.
Oh, my goodness.
Centurion ball off of Campbell.
I thought Tyler had fouled Mike.
Coach Cody just shakes his head.
Tyler ran over Walter Campbell, but I believe the call is the ball was out of bounds before it ever got to that situation. Ball
comes in deep to Sattel, who wisely breaks free to give Hodge an outlet. Now to Hodge in the corner. He starts his drive, goes up, and it can't fall. Hodge with the rebound blocked. Hodge fights for it, tips it out, and gets it. And out of bounds, Centurion ball. Well, you talk about a player that stays with it.
That was a good, strong move. The initial move by Hodge was beautiful. Just could not finish. He used his body, a little bit of a pause right before he went up with it to avoid the defender.
The ball comes into Hodge. He can't hang on to it. Western Hills ball. All that great fighting to get the ball, and then just an unforced error.
Well, Cole's played a lot of minutes here because Lagaste and Sigali have 2 fouls. A little bit of fatigue here. He's handling the point and handling it admirably, but sometimes turnovers come when you get tired.
Sattel with a steal. He's coming down. He goes to Daniels. Daniels underneath. Can't get it to fall. McDaniel keeps it tipped. Christensen tracks it down the corner. Looks for help. Comes out to Sattel. Ruiz knocks it out of bounds. Centurion ball.
Bad hands by Coach Hibbard. Leads to the, unfortunately, the lady in the second row taking it off the chin.
You know, if this was the first game, we may not have any energy to do the second game. I'm glad this is the second one tonight.
It's been fun, that's for sure. First one was fun to win.
Campbell out of the game. Eric Gabbard. So they have Gabbard and Outlaw. They're 2 huge big men, both in the game now. Daniel is going to bring it out.
Yeah, this is the isolation you want here.
Sattel tries to move inside. Goes in underneath. A bad shot. Somehow gets it back to Hodge, back to Sattel, goes inside, and somehow gets it to fall. Looked like he shot and tipped it to himself. Simonis to the hoop. No good. Rebound fought for. Gabbard has it. Back up and good. Gabbard has 4. 35-22. Daniels quickly down. Off to Hodge. Looking for McDaniel underneath. Can't get it to him. Now Sattel's going to drive. Has an opening. Out to Daniels. 3 in the air. No good. Rebound to Outlaw. We're under 2 minutes to go. First half.
A lot of fatigue on the floor now. Might want to get some subs in both sides.
Ruiz lets a 3 fly. No good. McDaniel rips it away from Gabbard.
That was a good rebound by McDaniel. He's tired too. Huffing and puffing. But McDaniel staying at, not getting that second foul has been huge.
Hodge all the way to the hoop and gets it to fall. Great pick by McDaniel. And we got a timeout by Coach Hibbard. If you can't sub, maybe you rest your players with a timeout. 37-22, 1:34 to go first half. I don't think Tyler McDaniel's been out the whole first half.
I don't think he has. I think he's got 1 foul. That's the reason. If he gets that second one, he would come out. But you're exactly right. That timeout, 100% for fatigue, just to give a little bit of rest. Looks like Tyler is going to get a break here. I think he asked for it.
Or he may be scared if he sits down, he won't be able to get back up. I'm not sure which it is. But what a game Tyler McDaniel's played. He is getting, we've talked all year, when he gets bumped sometimes he kind of fades away. He is getting killed down there tonight, and he is bumping right back. It is great to see him going at it down low tonight.
Nothing dirty, nothing illegal, all clean basketball. Just some big guys bumping down low and just hanging in there. But I've been really impressed. But I think it got, you could probably share it, but it was around 25-20 maybe. Singali obviously was out, Lagaste's out, and it looked. I was starting to wonder where his points going to come from us. I started talking about Daniels, and here we are now. We've extended the lead back up to 15 right now, 37-22. A really good run with the 2 starting guards on the bench and foul trouble with just 2. They'll be good to go here as we start the third quarter. Isaiah,
they'll be rested.
Absolutely, number 2.
Isaiah Deming in. 3-pointer in the air by Simonis, and he gets a long one.
Simonis, maybe the toughest shot of the game he's taken. That was deep right in front of the student section with the hand in his face.
37-25, Centurions, 1:23 to go. Hodge to Christensen. Christensen back out to Hodge, top of the key. He goes over to Deming. Deming looks for help. Christensen comes out to answer. Back to Deming. Deming goes baseline. Goes up for a shot. No good. Rebound to Outlaw. Ruiz with the ball. Goes inside. Hits the feet of Outlaw. Comes back out right to Ruiz. He starts to drive. Pulls up 15-footer. Going to be no good. Rebound. Daniels above everybody. Tries to lead Sattel. It goes out of bounds.
What a rebound. I thought for sure it was going to be a putback for Eric Gabbard for Western Hills, and Brady Daniels came out of nowhere and snagged it.
He was a foot above everybody on that one.
Absolutely.
Under a minute to go here. Ruiz walks it down. I think everybody's too tired to run. Ball goes to Gabbard. Gabbard back to Satterley. He drives. Daniels with another block. Out to Hodge. Hodge 1-on-4. And they're going to call offensive foul on Hodge. It was 1-on-4. He should have probably brought it back out, but he'll learn that as he grows. That is the second on Hodge.
I made a play like that one time in college. And I thought it was like the ref said, son, the ref looked at me and said, you had no business going down there, son. Yes, sir. I guess that's the reason I got the call.
And Sattel ties up Ruiz on the drive. Ruiz had got around his man, and Sattel jumps over, grabs the ball, gives the Centurions the ball back with 18 seconds.
Yeah, Cal up 12, no doubt, want the last shot here.
Comes down to Daniels. Back to Hodge. He's going to drive. Back to Deming. Coach Morgan thought they were going to take a shot there. Was scared to death. Now Daniels drives to the hoop.
Block.
Shot is up. Should be a block.
Yeah. I thought he was going to give him a charge at first. It was not.
He did call a charge.
No, he counted it.
Oh, he counted a bucket.
That's right. Count it.
And a block. Okay. I thought everyone was coming down to the other end, but it definitely was a block.
Yeah, he called it right. Everybody, even fooled the officials. Everybody thought his signal was a.
I think his basket good signal looked like a charge.
Yeah, he went straight out, but then he checked it with a down. He checked it down. That was a great play. I don't know.
Now they're trying to converse what's going on here.
I think they're trying to make sure the right person.
Coach Cody saying you made the signal. He said but he didn't put his hand behind his head.
No, he did not.
I think his basket good was a charge.
It no doubt fooled everyone. All that said, the right call was made. It was without a doubt a block.
You can watch the replay of the game right here on Live Sportscaster to make your own decision after this game is over. Get your in for Hodge, who has 2 fouls. We have 3.3 seconds to go here in the first half.
Biggest thing the officials could do is get this thing back going. It's getting a little rowdy in here. Everybody contesting.
Coach Cody still talking to the officials. Daniels hits his free throw.
Somebody's got to throw it in. 3.3 seconds left.
It is 40-25. Ball gets in. Satterley. I think they got Gitcher for a foul.
It was a foul.
The fist goes up.
Silly.
There's no reason to foul in that situation. They're going to catch Gitcher for it right before the horn blew.
I don't know what on earth the team's doing. They got to go sit down.
I don't think they knew it was a foul. Coach Hibbert is even going to the locker room.
Coach Hibbert.
And Coach Hibbert just keeps going to the locker room. So Satterley has 2 shots, hits the first.
Mike, I think we're in for a wild second half.
I think we are. Good news is Sangali and Logusty should be well rested.
Absolutely.
Satterley hits them both. That is the end of the first half. And we have a score. Centurions up by 13, 40-27. We'll be back with you in about 8 minutes to recap the first half and bring you an unbelievably exciting second half of action here from Christian Academy Louisville. Take a break, everybody. Welcome back to Christian Academy Louisville basketball, where the Centurions lead Western Hills by a score of 40-27 at half, and what an exciting half it was. Centurions have never trailed in this game, and they started out, and why not? They started out on a 17-3 run to open the game. Then Western Hills did go on an 8-1 run to end that first quarter. Centurions up by 7, 18-11 at the first stop. Then Western Hills continued to chip away at the Centurions, cut it all the way down to 25-20 before the Centurions went on a 10-zip run to go up 35-20, and that was 15, their biggest lead of the game, and finally have that lead at halftime 40-27.
Individual scoring, first for the Centurions, Jacob Sangali with 5, Cole Hodge with 2, Kyle Christensen with 3, Nate Sattel 10, Braden Daniels leading all scores with 14, Tyler McDaniel with 6. For the Wolverines of Western Hills, it was Rafael Ruiz, thank you, with 6, DJ Outlaw with 6, Walter Campbell 4, Mason Satterley 2, Eric Gabbard 4, and Zach Simonis 5.
The girls won before this game to guarantee their spot in the Elite Eight next week in Owensboro, a 66-32 winner over Western Hills. The boys trying to do the same as both teams trying to return to Owensboro for the 2A state tournament. Of course, the girls basketball team trying to defend their state championship from last year. The boys, a first half that was just exciting. Saw fouls called, foul trouble, Centurions, 4 players with 2 fouls. Jacob Sangali, Tyler Logusty both got their 2 in the first quarter. They should be well rested. Cole Hodge with 2, Tyler McDaniel with 2. For Western Hills, Noah Smith has 2, Rafael Ruiz has 2, Matson Wainwright has 3, and Walter Campbell has 2. So, Brad, we come into the second half. What's Coach Hibbert telling his team right now?
Woo, Mike, well, this team has a history of letting some leads go, going back to last year and even this year. I think it's foot on the pedal. Let's keep going. I mean, not playing, not clock watching. We got to go to the end here because Western Hills ain't going to slow down. That last couple of minutes was really chippy both ways, and the crowd as well. So there's going to be runs both ways. You got to be composed. You got to be ready to handle Western Hills' run, but you got to hit back with your own. So foul trouble, we're okay here. Got a couple of guards with 2. The big guys were able to stay with 1. So I would come out and try to put the pressure right back on them the way you started the game.
Centurions with their starting 5, and Western Hills' biggest change. Satterley's in the starting lineup and going with their 2 big players, Gabbard and Outlaw, both in the starting lineup.
I like this matchup too. You got Daniels on Ruiz, and that allows Sangali to take 13.
Simonis, their top scorer.
Yeah.
Ball into Outlaw. Goes to the hoop, shot is up and good, and it looks like they're going to be trying to go to one of their 2 big guys underneath every play. Cuts the lead to 11. McDaniel fakes the long shot. Now Sangali, 3 in the air, good. That is just money.
Never mind, he set the last 9 minutes of the half. Comes out, hits
hey, you got to warm
3.
up at halftime. Gabbard gets the ball inside, backs down, shot up, blocked by McDaniel. Sattel with the rebound.
Good McDaniel, straight up, great job.
Sangali, another 3, count it again.
I love that, dude. That's what we talked about last night or Wednesday night and earlier. Cal pushing it up the sideline extremely fast to Daniels and Sangali. I love it.
Sangali goes, just in case you forgot who I was from that first half. Outlaw backs down, shot no good. McDaniel with the rebound. To Logusty, quickly to Sangali. Sangali, errant pass underneath the Daniels.
Yeah, a little off. Daniels' momentum. He tried to come back for it, but he had a defender right on his back, not able to come back. Ball goes out of bounds. I don't mind that one as a coach, Mike, because it's a dead ball turnover. You're going to the basket. What you don't want is turnovers east and west that are live ball that lead to layups. If you want to make a turnover, make it go into the rim.
Ball goes to Simonis, picked up by Sangali. Now he gets it out to Satterley. Satterley zips it over to Ruiz. Ruiz inside, goes underneath Daniels, no good. Tries to tip. McDaniel with the rebound. I'd like to know how many rebounds McDaniel has tonight. He has been good on the boards.
Daniels. Nice pass.
Back to McDaniel. Looks for help. Out to Sattel. Fakes the 3. Starts the drive. Had McDaniel. Couldn't find him. It gives off to Logusty. Back to Sattel. Straightaway 3 by Nate. No good. Thought that was going to fall. Satterley with the rebound. Satterley. Outlaw trying to push Sattel out of the way. Now sets a pick against Logusty. Out it comes to Gabbard. He's going to drive against McDaniel. Shot is up and good. So it's pretty obvious what Coach Cody wants to do this quarter. Give it to the big boys. Sangali back to, bad pad, but McDaniel somehow comes away with it. Sangali with the three, good again.
Sangali can shoot it. My goodness. Cal better get back. Going to give up a layup here. Ruiz, fortunately, not looking up.
Ruiz inside to Gabbard. Little 5-foot hook is good.
Gabbard going to work here. I don't think Cal should overreact, though, as long as you're scoring. Just need to maybe think about a different way, whether it be to double team down or something.
McDaniel thought about driving. Outlaw stops him. Skip past to Sangali. Goes baseline to Sattel. Back to Sangali. This three is off. Outlaw with the rebound. Gets it off to Simonis. He wants to run. He finds Satterley. Goes to the hoop. This is off to Gabbard. He's going to be fouled by Daniels.
Gabbard's had his name called more in the first 3 minutes. He did the entire first half.
That's the second on Braden. Gabbard to the line for two. Gabbard averaging just under 12 a game this year. He now has 8 for the game. He's a 53% free throw shooter. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, they've had guys go to the line that shoot 30, 41, and 53, and they act like they've been shooting 100 free throws all year. McDaniel out for a breather and gets a big hand, well-deserved from the crowd.
Cal extremely small now. Not sure what direction they're going to go. Potentially see a zone, I think, out of Cal possibly next time down.
Kyle Christensen in the game.
Yep.
And Sangali's going to drive, and Simonis is going to hold him on the way. That is the first on Zach Simonis. During ball underneath, Lagaste to throw it in. 5:12 to go. Mike Botello, Brad Morgan with the action. Into Sangali, fakes the three. 18-footer, good again.
Goodness gracious, he had Lagaste open, but chose the tougher shot. Wow, what a shot.
Sangali on fire. Ruiz, 15-footer, going to be no good. Rebound by Daniels on a great block out. Quickly up to Sangali, pulls up again. 18-footer, no good. Ruiz comes away with a long rebound. He wants to run the other way. Centurions get back. Ruiz finds Satterley. He goes baseline, running 5-footer good. Satterley with 4.
A little confusion now since the substitution. Nobody's really matched up real well.
Christensen brings it back out. Centurions are going to set the offense.
Cal has Outlaw on him here. Cal, much smaller, going to get an opportunity for an open shots.
Sangali, they leave him open in this corner. No good. Sattel gets the rebound. He's going to be grabbed by Gabbard, and they let it go as long as they could before they called that foul, but he had him for too long. That's the first on Gabbard.
Unfortunately for Gabbard, I think he got his hand caught in there. Kind of got it twisted like a pretzel up with Sattel. It was a foul. He was not trying to. I had my old coach. He used to always tell the ref he didn't mean to foul him. I think that was one of those situations there. He didn't want to foul him. Couldn't get his hand out.
Wainwright in. Ruiz is out. Sattel over to Daniels. Back to Sattel.
Surprised Daniels didn't take that one. He usually likes to shoot that shot.
Sattel has an opening. Runs into Gabbard. Gabbard didn't move. Satterley comes the other way. Off to Wainwright. Gabbard trying to get it against Daniels underneath. That's going to be a foul on Daniels.
Yeah, Daniels going to be in foul trouble quick if he's going to be down here defending Gabbard.
That is 3 on Daniels. Question is, how long can you stay without McDaniel coming back in? And we just got the answer to our question. He's coming back in right now, and the referee saw him coming, thank goodness. Well, the one referee called him in. The other referee says, no, you can't. How much sense does that make? He hadn't even given the guy the ball yet. Ball gets into Gabbard. Ball into Outlaw, goes between his legs. Daniels dives. It goes out of bounds, stays with Western Hills.
Wow, Daniels came from the free throw line, diving down. Great effort. Unlucky, went off him.
It does give McDaniel a chance to get in, gives Daniels a breather. And they're looking for a towel, more moisture on the floor. We have 4:16 to go in the third quarter, 51-36 Centurions.
I put a brand new, it's the best bath towel you ever seen. I put it down on the scores table before the game. It must be, I can see it right here. Apparently it's invisible to everybody else. They haven't used it once down there. It's sitting right there.
Wainwright to throw it in. There are bodies within a 5-foot radius, about 10 of them. Simonis, ball knocked away by Christensen. Christensen now Sangali on the floor for it. Ball's loose, Sangali has it. He's got one player to beat. He's going to go up and hit the layup.
kind of like, never save it under your own basket. That time Western Hills saved it, but then right to Singali, who was off and running.
Centurions have 13 in the quarter. Singali has 13 in the quarter. 3 in the air, good. Wainwright, no hesitation on that 3 and hits it. 53-38. Centurions, 39, Logosty with the 3, it's good!
Logosty, I think that's his first shot attempt this game. Big time, 56-39 Cal leads. It does not feel like a 17-point game, Mike.
It does not.
The feel of a 7-point game.
Outlaw with the 15-footer. I'll let him take that all day. McDaniel goes high for the rebound. Logosty picks it up to McDaniel. Almost travels, gets it down to Sattel. He goes underneath. Nice flop by Gabbard. Sattel keeps his balance, gets the 2. Centurions up by 19, 58-39. Simonis picks his dribble up. Back out to Satterley. Gives it to Outlaw. Simonis, hard 3, no good. Rebound, Christensen above everybody for the board. Oh, off the head of Logosty.
It's hot, a lot of humidity in here.
Off to Singali. Picks his dribble up, finds McDaniel. McDaniel in the corner to Logosty. Lets another 3 fly. No good this time. Sattel with the rebound. Back up. Can't get it to fall, but he's fouled.
Sattel with a great rebound. Strong. You're starting to see, we've seen Eric Gabbard just so aggressive there the first 3 minutes. Really getting active, getting inside. Now fatigue setting in. You can see it right now. He's holding his hips. Not able to get position down on offense. Offense starting to not look inside for him. Cal has withstood that storm.
Sattel hits it.
I guess it's a 20-point game as we're at 2:28 left in the third quarter.
Jacob Singali, after a 13-point performance, gets a little breather from Coach Hibbard.
Yeah, well, seeing what happened in the second quarter, gave him a break. He came out on fire this quarter.
Sattel hits them both. He has 14 on the evening. It's 60-39. Cole Hodge in the game for Singali. So it is Hodge and Sattel, Christensen, McDaniel, and Logosty for the Centurions. Wainwright, 15-footer good. Wainwright with a quick 5 points. Gets the lead back down to 19. Christensen inside to Sattel. He's picked up by Smith. Sattel, nice spin move, goes up. Too strong for Smith. Timeout, Coach Hibbard. Sattel with 6 quick points in this quarter now. Centurions go up 62-41, 2:05 to go in the third quarter.
Everybody save the date. Cal Athletics will host their annual Golf Classic on Monday, May 11th, 2020 at Persimmon Ridge Golf Club. This is the athletic department's only fundraiser and benefits the Christian Academy Athletic Department and all of the Kentucky campus teams. Proceeds are used towards equipment, facility improvements, uniforms, coaching development, and training needs. Always a great day at Persimmon Ridge. Monday, May 11th. Contact the athletic office. Ask for Holly Foster, hfoster@caschools.us to put your team signed up for the Catholic Golf Scramble.
What a great day that is. It is a fun day. Beautiful. We've been blessed with beautiful weather, a beautiful course.
Absolutely. Always that Monday morning with tee off at 8 a.m., usually done around 1 o'clock. A lot of great folks come out, businesses that's proud supporters of Christian Academy. Chick-fil-A always does a wonderful job of supporting that and feeding us lunch. You, Mike, do a tremendous amount for that. We appreciate that. And you also play some great golf every time, Mike.
Well, I don't play great golf. The 3 people I choose to come with me play great golf.
You might not play great golf, but you win prizes. Every year you win one of the contests.
And I actually won a skill prize last year. Back to actually here, Noah Smith with a great drive for his first 2 of the game.
Western Hills now ramping up the pressure, going to a little three-quarter court 1-2-2 trap.
Sattel with the ball, starts to drive, now brings it back out. He's picked up by Campbell, lobs it into McDaniels, goes to Hodge, who's going to the hoop. Shots blocked but fouled. I tell you, Cole Hodge has improved as much as anybody on this team during this year. He has come a long way.
Yeah, scoring still really not there, but really not what's needed for this team. Just does a good job handling the ball, plays really hard defense, makes the right plays. And then got to hit the free throw. A little short there. Everybody feeling fatigued, legs tired. Got to bend deep.
Foul was on Satterley, I believe. That is his third. It was on him. Second shot by Hodge. It's short as well, too. Rebound comes down to Wainwright. Satterley brings it down. Makes a move. Now loses control. Dishes outside to Smith. Simonis starts a drive, stopped by Hodge. Gets it off. Wainwright. Nobody there. Tries to dish to Campbell. Stolen by Sattel. Logisty finds Sattel. He goes up against Smith. Gets the tip. No good. Rebound again. Goes up and fouled. Sattel padded his rebounding average there.
He's up against two bigger players just having his way down there. Just rebound after rebound. He just clears room so well with his body. And it does it without foul. It just takes good long strides, uses his shoulders.
Sattel's first shot. Good. And when Sattel is missing, he's usually missing long. So if he's getting tired, that's going to bring him back just short enough to hit the free throw.
Right in.
Hits them both.
Sattel's going to get a well-earned, deserved break. I don't know that he came out in the first half.
Sattel out. Centurions up 64-43. Sangali back in the game. He's got his right wrist rested so he can fill it up some more. Wainwright stopped by Logisty. Out to Satterley. Looking inside. Both big men for Western Hills out of the game. I should say bigger men. Smith to the hoop. He's going to be fouled by Christensen on the shot.
Yeah, unfortunate. Christensen was in position. Just reached down at the last second.
First foul on Christensen. Smith to the line for two. He's an 83% free throw shooter on the season. First shot, no, man. They're 30% free throw shooters at nothing but net. The 83% one misses. Couple subs for the Centurions. Eli Watkins, Cameron Vogt into the game.
It's a 21-point game, but a little bit of a pressure situation for these two young men. A couple of sophomores not used to playing big minutes here.
Second shot is good by Smith. 20-point lead, Centurions. 51 seconds to go, first quarter. Eli Watkins looking for help. Gets it across to Vogt. I've been impressed with Vogt. He's a good ball handler. Hodge. Shot is blocked, but gets the ball back on the ground. Vogt tries to go for it. Knocked to the ground. Smith has it. Blocked by Sangali, and they're going to catch Sangali for the foul.
Did he call the foul? Yeah, I think he did.
He did. He had the fist up. And that's going to be the third on Sangali.
I don't think anybody realizes.
That gets McClure off the bench. Sangali didn't know he had a foul called on him. That sends Noah Smith back to the line.
Nobody realized it was a foul call, including me.
It's the same official that gave the charge call when he actually meant the basket was good.
I think Cal has 4 point guards on the floor. Just two or three JV.
35 seconds left. They're going to handle the ball all the way up.
Got Tyler out there with him, McDaniel.
Smith misses the second. Rebound comes down to Western Hills. Simonis has it. Starts the drive. Comes back out. 27 seconds to go. Satterley with the ball. Picked up by McClure. Smith drives, dumps. Campbell with the two.
Still 20 seconds. Don't want to rush here.
Logisty with it. Finds McDaniels. McDaniels goes to McClure. McClure puts it up. No good. Rebound tip. And the out. Oh, going to call a foul on Logisty over the back. That's the third on Tyler. Thank goodness, no bonus left. Shot probably taken a little early there. 8 seconds to go.
I better turn around here.
Driving to the hoop. Shot a wild shot put up. No good. Tipped by McDaniel. McClure comes away with it on the ground, and that's going to end the first half. 64-47 Centurions. Coach Hibbert trying to get some extra rest for some players putting subs there. Got a little hairy there in the last few seconds.
Yeah, I mean, that's again, go back. It's tournament basketball. It feels like it's a 6-point game, but it's a 17-point game. But yeah, you're thinking, man, we got a lot of young guys out there, but good for them, good experience. McClure, really a beautiful shot. Just really unlucky, rolled off, but good shot. We handled the pressure well. Vogt handled the pressure, and so did Watkins. So got a last minute of rest for Sangali and Sattel, and all of them back in. And Daniels, who took an extended leave, is back in as well. Individual scoring as the stat monitor comes up here. Jacob Sangali with 18. Not leading scores, but is tied for the lead. Tyler Logisty with 3. Cole Hodge 2. Kyle Christensen 3. Nate Sattel 18. Braden Daniels 14. Tyler McDaniel, 6. For the Western Hills Wolverines, it was Noah Smith, 4. Rafael Ruiz, 6. DJ Outlaw, 8. Matson Wainwright, 5. Walter Campbell, 6. Mason Satterley, 4. Eric Gabbard, 9. And Zach Simonis, Mike, the leading scorer, with just 5. Well,
go ahead.
Yeah, so let's talk about Cal was up 19 in the tournament last weekend or 2 weekends ago at Robertson County, against Robertson County, which was undefeated at the time. Was up 19 going into the 4th and lost that quarter. So here's an opportunity to see if they learn. And at a big moment, this is really Cal's 2 biggest goals of the season was to win this region, this section, and then to get out to make it through districts into regional play. Here it is, up 17, 8 minutes to go.
Ball inside to Sattel, and they're going to call an offensive foul on him.
Yeah.
Looked like a little bit of a flop, but
a little bit of a flop, but I've got to agree with the call. I mean, he did drop his shoulder. It made it easy on him that time.
First foul on Nate. It's Sangali, Daniel, Sattel, McDaniel, and Lagacy for Centurions. Ruiz back in the game, who's had a huge rest in that third quarter.
Oh.
And he's going to push off. Are they going to call that?
Yep.
And they do. They call the push off with the elbow. That will be the third on Ruiz.
I think that's might be the only time you've seen 2 charges in a row and no complaints from coaches. Those 2 easy ones, calls were made.
It is Ruiz and Simonis along with Wainwright, Smith, and Campbell. Both big guys still out. Sattel backs down, throws it out to Daniels. Finds Sattel. Sattel wanted it, goes baseline underneath. Shot blocked by Smith, and Smith gets the rebound. Sattel don't make a frustration foul here. Ruiz comes down. Sattel still on him. Back to Smith. Smith now crosses over, goes to the hoop. Shot is up. Distracted by McDaniel, makes him miss, and McDaniel gets the rebound, gives it to Lagacy. Lagacy between the legs, dishes out to Sangali. He wants to drive. Dishes to Sattel, 15-footer baseline, no good. McDaniel with the tip, but Campbell comes away with it. Off to Ruiz. Ruiz to Simonis, off to Wainwright. Wainwright, baseball pass to Ruiz, goes to the hoop, dishes to Campbell, good.
But no slide there. Nate's got to slide down. Tyler had to help over, not his fault.
6-zip run here by Western Hills.
Yeah, Cal could stand for a good 30, 45-second possession here. A lot of ball touches.
Daniels with the ball, waits for a pick from Sattel. Pulls up, 15-footer, no good. Rebound, Lagacy with the tip. Sattel gets it. He's going to go right back to the hoop. Throws it away. Wainwright with the steal. Wainwright off to Simonis. Lets the 3 fly. No good. Rebound. Sangali has it. Wants to run. 2-on-2. Sangali, and that should be a block. No call. Daniels above everybody. No good on the tip. Ball comes out. Lagacy gets the ball. It's still in bounds. Jump ball. And the Western Hills fans are going crazy. They were calling timeout. We could not see it right in front of the Cal bench. Lagacy trying to get the ball. There were arms that were locked.
I'm not sure what is the it was a jump ball.
A jump ball. I think Western Hills, I think their guy had the ball maybe and was trying to call a timeout.
Gotcha. The fans were not happy. It's their ball nonetheless.
It is Western Hills' ball. Arrows going to the Centurions on the next one. Centurions need a stop here, though. Wainwright with the 3. Good. Wainwright. Not what you expect from him, and this lead is all of a sudden down to 12, 64-52. Hodge with the ball. He's in the game for, who did he come in for? Came in for Sattel. Daniels with the ball, calls for a pick from McDaniel. Gets it. Nowhere to go, though. Finds Hodge. Hodge starts his drive. Goes with the layup. No good. McDaniel with the tip. Out of bounds. Western Hills ball.
Cal still scoreless this quarter. Got to get a stop here. Get a stop. That'll lead to an easier basket.
Reeves brings it down. Daniels picks him up. Gets it off to Smith. Smith picks his dribble up. Looking for help. Finds Ruiz. Reeves starts the drive. Now he goes to Wainwright. He drives against Lagacy. Fires a wild shot up. Ball tipped around. Hodge has it. Wainwright takes it back. Campbell goes in. Almost loses it. He doubled. Ball goes out of bounds. Centurion ball.
Got lucky there because Ruiz was on the opposite block wide open. Daniels was standing strong. A big guy, not able to see him.
This official call. Well, now they're.
I don't know what. I think it's an injury.
Oh, it must be. Gabbard in, Smith out. Logosty off to Hodge. Back to Logosty. Logosty's going to bring it across and get tripped on the way, and that'll be number 4 on Ruiz if it's on him.
Yeah, accidental there, but got to call it when it's a loss of possession.
That is the 4th on Ruiz. That is the 7th team foul, I believe. And Logosty will go to the line for 1 and a bonus. Anytime you need to hit free throws, it's in this 4th quarter.
Mike, sorry to put you on the spot, but do you know if John Hardin beat LaRue County?
I
can check if you don't have it.
They're supposed to play tonight, I think.
Oh, tonight, okay. I think we would be remiss without saying the winner, all this fight tonight is to go to Owensboro, to not just for your reward to play the number 2 team in the state, John Hardin, who's undefeated.
LaRue County or Marion County.
Yeah, if John Hardin was to win. So if it's not John Hardin and you're playing somebody who beat him. So, but crazier thing happens in tournament play. John Hardin, the defending champion, heading to the 2A if they get to make it.
Winner of this game
We'd love to be the one to knock them off.
Winner of this game plays Thursday at 5 o'clock. To the hoop is Simonis with 2. 66-54 comes the other way. Logosty out to Hodge. Sangali wide open in the corner. Didn't see him. McDaniel trying to get rid of it. Now to Logosty. Daniels with a long 3. Good!
Needed that one.
Braden Daniels, a big 3. 69-54, 17 points for Daniels. Simonis against Logosty. Starts his drive. Goes in. Gets the 2 and gets fouled by Daniels. The clock cannot move fast enough. 4 minutes to go exactly here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it's like you can't get a stop all of a sudden, you know. It's funny how that thing goes. Things in the tide, and it's confidence for Western Hills as much as anything. Just start getting confident and start being able to get to the basket easily.
That is the 4th on Braden. Simonis hits the free throw.
They're going to take him out, but I don't know that I would take him out for long here. This thing's 12.
Sattel back in, 69-57. Centurions full court pressure.
I'd rather win it now than.
Sattel gets it into Hodge. Hodge, here comes the double team. Back to Sattel. Hodge needs to get it across. Back to Sattel. They beat the 10 seconds. Sattel now trying to be a point guard. Looks for help. Gets it to Hodge. Hodge finds Sangali. Sangali loses his balance but keeps the dribble. Now Hodge drives back to Sangali. Has an open 15-footer. Faded away. Hodge gets the big rebound. Gets it out to Logosty. Fakes it and throws it right to Wainwright. Wainwright 2-on-1. And there's going to be a foul on Sattel, but not a bad foul, really, except it puts him at the line. That'll be the 2nd on Sattel. It stopped probably a sure 2.
In the category of things you didn't think you'd see. I'm looking across the court. A kid turned it now. It's a fat head of Coach Cantwell in a cowboy hat.
1-and-1. Wainwright hits the first.
I don't know why that kid has it, but that's funny.
69-58. Hits them both. Cuts the lead to 10, 69-59. Timeout. 3:30 to go. 10-point lead, Centurions. Whew. Brad.
Join us for the Christian Academy Gala on February 28th at the Louisville Marriott downtown. The event includes a live and silent auction and features speaker Eric Metaxas. Metaxas is New York Times best-selling author and has also written for VeggieTales, Chuck Colson, and the New York Times. For tickets, go to caschools.us/gala. And if I'm saying Mr. Eric Metaxas' name wrong, I'm sorry. But out of his Metaxas, Mike. I apologize.
That's why you're doing the announcements and not me, Brad.
That's why I read the script.
So, Brad, you can tell tiredness is setting in on the Centurions. Can't get it going on offense. What do we need to do here?
Well, I think you're at 3:30 now, and you're in the bonus. I think you're with a 10-point lead. You're about at the point now to why are you even shooting unless it's a layup, right? I mean, there is the saying that if you don't shoot, you know, some teams are probably going to make a turnover. Every coach kind of knows their limit of how much they can do that. But, I mean, in my mind, if you can run 45 seconds off the clock here, make or miss, it's a win, right? I mean, because it's a 10-point game. That's 5 possessions. Or could be, I guess, 4 possessions, but that's unlikely. We're going to have to handle the press here.
Sangali, Lagosty, Hodge, McDaniel, and Sattel. Braden Daniels, 4 fouls, still on the bench. I'm sure we'll see him in about another minute, though.
Yeah, now it's in half court. We're at the 3:20 mark. That was tipped, I believe.
Oh, they say no tip. Lagosty's saying it was tipped, but officials say no. It goes to Western Hills, and they have a chance to get it under double digits.
So it took about 10 seconds off the clock and turned it over without a shot.
Satterley with the ball, who's back in the game. He gives it off to Smith, who's going to drive to the hoop. McDaniel with the trying for the block, but Smith hits it. Cuts the lead to 8. 69-61. Hodge to Sangali. Sangali has Sattel. Pump fakes, goes up, no foul. Call, he was killed. And he's down hurt. Wainwright travels. And Sattel limping back up.
Yeah, good call. Got to get Braden in here.
Sattel was hit on the arm and looks like he came down on his knee wrong. Braden Daniels back in the game. Man, they started play quick after Daniels came in. Hodge back to Lagosty. Lagosty
not over the back.
Not over and back because he never got all the way across. Sangali has it, goes baseline, and he's going to be fouled finally. They call it.
Yeah, the coach wanted over and back there, which stirred up all the crowd. That's a common misconception play. It is hard. Everything has to go over and then come back. And Tyler never even got his second foot over, let alone his whole body.
Sangali with 1 in the bonus. Hits the first, got that nice spin and roll.
Goodness,
boy, we needed that.
This was only an 8-point game, Mike.
Back to 9 now.
And we're at 2:36 here.
Can put it up to 10 here. Boy, he hits every part of the rim, doesn't he?
2 identical twins there.
20 points for Sangali. Wainwright around Satterley with it. Simonis has it. Starts to go baseline. And there's going to be a foul on McDaniel.
No doubt. They're getting to the basket so easy now. What was earlier was extremely difficult to get to the basket. Now they're getting there too easy.
Simonis to the line for 1 in the bonus. Or not 2 shots because he's in the act of shooting. Hits the first. 71-62. Ruiz back in the game. Satterley out. Simonis hits them both. Take care of the ball. Daniels to throw it in. Almost thrown away. Ruiz knocks it out.
Well, that causes some problems. Now you can't move, and now you're down here in the deep corner. Sangali going to take it out instead now. I would use McDaniels here. He's the easy one.
Gets it into Lagosty. Lagosty's going to bring it up. Here comes the double team. Gets it to Sangali. Almost loses it. Finds McDaniel. He's going to travel. Turns it over. Ruiz. In the corner it goes to Simonis. Back to Smith. Now Ruiz has it. Gabbard trying to post up underneath. Hodge comes in. They call a foul. Hodge was going after all ball. They're going to call McDaniel for the foul from behind. That's number 4 on Tyler. Gabbard to the line for 2 is there in the double bonus. Hits the first.
You're still up 7. Can't panic, but you're going to have to start getting some better possessions. That's off.
No good. Rebound to Daniels. Gives it off to Lagosty. Back to Daniels.
You've got to want the ball in this situation. They're not faster than us, so there's no reason to panic against any kind of trap.
Lagosty to Hodge. Back. Now it comes out to Daniels. 1:51 to go.
Make them foul.
Daniels fouled from behind by Wainwright.
Daniels will be 1 in the bonus. This will be the last time at 1-1, and that's the 19th foul. Mike, looks like a score update. John Hardin did indeed win tonight over LaRue. That is not the final of the of that bracket. I believe they'll play again tomorrow night. May the winner of Marion County Taylor, but John Hardin wins 58-47 as McDaniel. Oh, Daniels
goes in and out. Ruiz with it. Western Hills pushing it. Ruiz going to go all the way to the hoop. Blocked by Hodge. Blocked by Daniels with a great block.
Hodge with a huge strip. Saved the basket. You do not want to shoot this ball. Hold it, make them foul you.
Hodge throws it back out to Daniels. He's going to take the three. No good. Should not have taken that. And Coach Hibbert just puts his hands up and say, why are you shooting? Ruiz with the ball. Starts the drive. Goes to Gabbard. Turns. No good. Fighting for the rebound. Gabbard has it. Back up and good. Timeout, Western Hills. You said it, Brad. Absolutely no reason for that shot. It cuts it to 5. Closest Western Hills has been since it was 25-20.
Yeah, they throw it back out to you right there. I mean, it's a wide open shot, and I know. I mean, I guarantee I probably would have shot the ball.
Well, we know you would have shot the ball, Brad.
But the coaching has to be in this timeout that the clock would be 30 more seconds off the clock would be better than that three going in. And I say that knowing that if that three went in, that might have been the nail in the coffin. But I would have rather had 30 seconds off that clock instead of now. Because a quick two by them would have instantly got to 1. So, you know, running that clock. Now you've got to handle the pressure. That's job number 1. Handle the pressure. Get it in half court. We're at a minute 10. You're up 5. Like I said, it should be a wide open layup or getting fouled. I mean, nothing in between that.
Both teams in the double bonus. Sangali has not touched the ball very much this quarter. Best free throw shooter. You need to get the ball in his hands.
Yeah, well, he's been doing a lot of the handling down here to get it down the court, and it hasn't came back to him, unfortunately. Western Hills with all the momentum here. Just a minute 10 left. Still up 5. In most situations, had this been a 1-point game back forth and you'd extended to 5 right now, you would feel great. Feel like you finally got some separation.
Sangali has been right in front of him. Ball gets into Hodge. He throws it over to Lagusty. Lagusty in the middle of McDaniel. Gets it off to Sangali. Sangali pulls up for the 10-footer. No reason to take the shot. Coach Hibbard, hands on his head. Simonis has it. Drives. Tries to get a pass inside. It's kicked around. It'll be Western Hills ball. I think Coach Hibbard just said, I just told you all, don't shoot. A break there on that pass by Simonis to go out of bounds. Wainwright trying to get it in. Nowhere to go. Finally stolen by Hodge. Hodge off to Daniels. Daniels is going to dribble out of trouble. Just bring it out. Waits for the foul. Now to Hodge. Hodge, Sangali in the corner. He's just going to hold it, wait to get fouled, and Gabbard fouls him.
Perfect.
Coach Hibbard's going, that's what we talked about in the huddle.
Every once in a while I get reminders of why I got out of coaching, Mike. Goodness.
You're getting an ulcer and you're an announcer. Sangali to the line for 2. He is 5 for 6 from the line tonight. These would be a huge 2, and he's short on the first.
It's double bonus. Goodness gracious, though. We've missed 2 straight free throws. Missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Now we missed this one. Somebody's got to put it in.
Well, we would be remiss if we did not tell Coach Hibbert happy birthday. It is his birthday today. Gabbard should be a travel. Yes, it is. Gabbard with a couple steps underneath before he took the shot. I saw that one. Sangali throws it into McGann, right back to Sangali. Here comes the foul. That'll be on Simonis.
Mike, you were all over that travel. I was about to say, welcome to Louisville here on the officiating. I didn't see it. That bank shot went in. If you're Western Hills, you're thinking, wow, what a call. But
a little shuffling of the feet before he made the move. Yeah. Sangali to the line with 2. Coach Hibbert saying, just hang on to this lead, guys. That'll be a great birthday present for me. Sangali, no good on the first. Well, hit this one. It becomes a 3-possession game. Sangali's next shot. This one's going to hit every part of the rim and go in. 73-66 Centurions. Ruiz goes off the back of Cartwright.
Good job by Coach. Coach for Western Hills called that timeout quickly.
Did anybody have control of it when he called the timeout?
Yeah, that I don't know.
The ball was rolling.
We're blocked here when the benches. I mean, that's 2 plays that's happened right in front of the benches where we can't see. But they gave it to him, so we'll assume that was right.
We have 26 seconds to go, 73-66. Winner of this game will play Thursday in Owensboro at
I had it at 3 Central, 4 Eastern. Or 3,
it is at
3 Central, 4
3 o'clock.
Yeah, that's Central time, so it'll be 4 Eastern time.
Oh, okay. I was going on. I did not realize that, so I'm glad you told me that. So does that mean our girls will be playing at 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern time?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's my understanding. I'm pretty sure the bracket we're going by is the bracket printed by the tournament, so I'm sure
and
it's
that's
in
in
Central
Owensboro time. Okay. So, and
more time for you to eat barbecue, Mike.
There you go. And the Centurions will be playing the winner out of Section 3, which the favorite is John Harden, who now is 15-0 on the season. But we got to get through this one first. Centurions trying to get back above 500 for the second time this year. A victory would give them 6-5. They're up by 7 with 26 seconds to go. They are up by 17 at the start of this quarter. Ruiz behind the back. Drives against Hodge. Shot is up. Shot is no good. Ball's on the ground. Ruiz has it. Goes back up. No good. No good. Daniels with a big rebound. McDaniel goes to the ground, and there's going to be a foul. McDaniel with looks like a cramp. And I'm telling you, this is the most McDaniel's played in a game this year.
Yeah, I think maybe he's cramping up here.
We hope it's a cramp. So there was a foul on the play. I'm not sure who fouled who.
Yeah, they're stretching him out.
Yep.
It's good to see.
I tell you, Tyler McDaniel gets a Yeoman's Award tonight. This is the most he has played, and he has gone against probably the 2 biggest bodies he's gone against all year, and they've just beat him to a pulp, and he's fought right back all night.
He's been fantastic. Really proud of the way he's played tonight.
Braden Daniels going to the line. He'll have 2 shots. He is 6 for 7 tonight from the line. And Nate Sattel's going to come back in the game. Coach Hibbard, Assistant Athletic Director Jared McKinney out there helping him off the floor.
Jared popping out there.
Former Assistant AD Jennifer Roberts on camera for the second straight night. She's undefeated this year with boys basketball.
She'll be in Owensboro with us. That's the question now, Mike.
Well, we have no camera there.
Oh, yeah, it's just audio only.
But you'll probably, that's a good point. Audio only broadcast in Owensboro, everybody. So if you're watching us, it'll be audio only. But love to have you in Owensboro, but if not, we'll be bringing you live.
Tournament rules dictate, and as they should, that no video unless the tournament was to do a larger video. They obviously want people to come attend, and I can't blame them. We want these kids deserve a great crowd. They've 8 teams from all across the state have won local tournaments to get there. Take the drive and enjoy it.
And he misses the first. Free throw shooting has gone by the wayside in this fourth quarter.
It's amazing what tired and nerves, pressure will do to you.
We have 10.7 seconds to go. 7-point lead for the Centurions. Trying to get back to Owensboro. Misses the second. Do not foul. Cartwright fakes the 3. Nowhere to go. Now he just throws up a wild 3. No good. 2 seconds to go. Centurions are going to Owensboro.
Thank you, Mike. I'll go do all tournament.
Okay, we'll be back in a minute with a recap of tonight's game and talk about Owensboro next week. We had 1 field goal in the fourth quarter. We had the 3. Oh, I know. Welcome back to Christian Academy of Louisville basketball. Centurions Both men and women will now be going to Owensboro. They both are Section 4 champions. Boy, the boys gave us a little heart attack there. They started out in this game a 17-3 run. Then Western Hills finished the first quarter 8-1 run to make it 18-11 Centurions at the first stop. And Western Hills chipped away, cut it all the way down to 5 at 25-20 before the Centurions went on a 10-zip run to make it 35-20 and ended that halftime with a 40-27 lead. Third quarter, mainly Centurions, mainly Jacob Sengali. He came out and scored the first 13 points of that third quarter. Puts the lead for the Centurions at one point all the way up to 62-41. That was, I believe, their biggest lead of the game, 21 points. And at the end, but again, Western Hills chipped away, cut it to 17 at the end of three quarters. It was 64-47. Then the fourth quarter started, and Western Hills started to chip away. Western Hills ended the third quarter on a 4-zip run, and they started the second quarter, or last quarter, on a 4-zip run to make an 8-point run to cut it to 64-52. Then they kept chipping away. They got it to 12 a couple of times, and finally got it under double digits. They got it all the way down to 5 points at 71-66 before a couple free throws by the Centurions made it 73-66 the final score. All tournament team being announced now, and Zach Simonis, Eric Gabbard from Western Hills on the all tournament team. From Christian Academy, it's going to be Jacob Sangali.
Also from Christian Academy,
Braden Daniels. And it's got to be Nate Sattel. It's got to be the third one. Nate Sattel, 22 points against Owen County, 18 points this evening. And Centurions going back to Owensboro as a part of the Elite Eight. Let's go over scoring tonight first for Western Hills. They were led by their two players that made the all-tournament team, Eric Gabbard and Zach Simonis, both with 12. Matson Wainwright with 10. 8 points for DJ Outlaw and Walter Cambo. 6 points for Noah Smith and Rafael Ruiz. And 4 points for Mason Satterley. For the Centurions, led by Jacob Sangali, 22 points. Jacob, 5 points in the first quarter. Then he had 2 fouls, did not play the entire second quarter, came out in the third quarter and scored the first 13 points for the Centurions. Ended up with 22 points on the evening, 18 points for Nate Sattel, 17 for Braden Daniels, including a three-pointer in the fourth quarter, the only field goal the Centurion had in the fourth quarter. 6 points for Tyler McDaniel, 5 points for Tyler Logisty, 3 for Kyle Christensen, but that was a big three when Centurions were up 25-22. That came in that 10-point run. In fact, the Centurions had increased their lead to 30-20, and then Kyle with a huge three to give them a 13-point lead on their way to that 15-point lead. That helped. And then 2 points for Cole Hodge with the usual good floor game and defensive effort by him, and 6 for Tyler McDaniel. Big game for the Centurions. As Brad said, coming into this over Christmas tournament, they entered a game 19-point lead in the fourth quarter and couldn't hang on to it. 17-point lead tonight, but they were able to get some key free throws at the end and come away with a 73-66 victory. And they will be going on to the Elite Eight in Owensboro next week. So a couple closing notes. The girls, their game against Mercer County Tuesday night is canceled. Both those teams are 2A teams, had made an agreement that if either of them made the Elite Eight, they would cancel that game. Mercer County favoring their section as well, but we know the Lady Centurions are going, so that game is canceled. The girls will play, or the boys will play first in Owensboro. They will play Thursday at 4 o'clock Eastern time. That is 3 o'clock Owensboro time. The girls will follow Saturday. The boys will play either John Hardin, Marion County, or Taylor County. John Hardin, the most likely one, who is now 15-0. The girls will play the winner of Bell County and McCreary Central, probably Bell County, who is 12-1. But the girls will play Friday. The boys will play Thursday. Then if they both win, they both will play Saturday. And then, of course, the championship game is on Sunday. The girls trying to defend their state championship. What a game. Girls, a big win, 66-32 to give us the easy game of the night. The boys with the thriller, 73-66 over a Western Hills team that wouldn't say no tonight, but Centurions come away with a victory. Big thanks to Jennifer Roberts on camera for the boys' game tonight. Brad Morgan doing color. Biggest thanks to you fans who joined us tonight. For Brad Morgan and myself, Mike Botello, good night, everybody. Have a great rest of the weekend. We will see you next Thursday from Owensboro. We'll have the game right here on livesportscaster.com. They will be audio-only broadcast all weekend, but hopefully it'll be a lot of games next weekend. Have a great weekend, everybody. Good night.